Tonight.
It's not working.
I don't like it. This is really great. We're waiting for audio.
It's on. I hear it.
Okay.
Oh, you can talk.
Disney is testing the Skyliners with cast members. Isn't that a little like testing makeup on animals? New Year's Eve at Disney's Animal Kingdom. That one's a joke, right?
Oh boy.
Magic Kingdom is getting variable signage that can beg guests to come to the park until Rise of the Resistance opens, then goes back to being mean after December 5th. You've seen WDW News Today. Now it's time for WDW News Tonight.
Live from the WDW NT studio in Orlando, Florida, it's WDW News Tonight with Nick Locicero and the boy. I'm Michelle Wargo. Now here's your host, Nick Locicero.
Now I remember why I had that speaker. So I can hear my cue music.
I was like, I don't know how you're going to hear this.
We tried to cut corners tonight, and
It's
make
kind of
it
weird
easier
because I
for
can't even
Michelle
hear
over there.
myself.
And yeah, this is interesting being in this new setup over here. And it's okay. It's okay. I think I'm good, Michelle. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Nick.
Yeah, and we have the boy over there
Hello.
as well, of
Hello.
course.
I
And
don't know where your camera is. Oh, that's
Pete,
your camera.
Pete's here. Did we zoom back in the camera, or is it still? Nope,
No,
it's still
it's just
really
gonna be
wide.
the semi-
It's a
one
little.
shot.
It's a little zoom.
For now.
Fun and exciting stuff.
I don't have you turned on, Pete. Hang on.
Well,
Oh boy.
Wait, you're Kermit.
Probably.
Okay, there you go.
Hey, hi
Yeah.
everybody.
There you
Sivako. Good to be here.
Yeah.
welcome to another Tomless edition of WDWNT News Tonight. So Tom is in Tokyo once again, so we're in for a rough ride tonight. Although he did help us write some of the monologue all the way from Tokyo, which is
That's very nice of
which
him.
is very, very nice of him. Took some time out of going to the park to write some jokes for us tonight, so we could blame this wonderful monologue on Tom, of course. Yeah.
We
So-
always do.
So it's kind of fun evening. We have a new segment tonight that Michelle will be debuting in hour 2. Yep.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. We have the phones working for the first time here in the new studio.
Yeah, we'll see
so-
about that.
Thanks, ma'am.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
So we'll be playing an edition of Parks Pursuit. But first, we want to get to the news tonight. The news brought to you by the Lost Bros, of course. Rumors are circulating that the fuel rod charging swapping kiosks around Walt Disney World Resort will soon begin charging for swaps instead of the advertised free swapping after initial purchase. Allegedly, Bob Chapek walked by one of the kiosks for the first time and saw the word free and almost lost the gasket there. He was like, free. We slap an IP on one of those things. We'll charge a few bucks for it. Just put Stitch on it or something like that. You know, we don't do the word free around here.
Stitch, eat your fuel rod.
Yeah. Some character, Wally and Eve. I don't know. Like they have like who knows. A new maximum profit has been added to the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. When upper management heard about this, they just chuckled and said, "What's maximum profit?" Yeah. There's a maximum to the amount of profit we can make off these guests. Speaking of maximum profit, though, take a look at our latest score. I think this is our highest score yet. Do you have
Highest score
that, Cam?
yet.
Yeah.
The unscrupulous.
Unscrupulous. Yes.
Yeah.
Our
Made
graphics
just for
department
us.
is the best.
They were. Yeah. That is a pathetic score right there. Yeah.
Look how many cards we got. 257. 200.
That is good. I didn't know you can get that low.
Yeah.
You must.
You have to go in reverse.
You did not do anything on that ride. Yeah.
No.
Disney, they're having a special offer right now for Disney Visa card members where you can save $20 off a 2-year subscription to Disney Plus for $119.99, or sign up for a 3-year subscription and get $40 off for a total of $169.99. To sweeten this, they are offering a digital poster as well. Pretty cool, right? Yep, yep. But we found a way around paying for this offer, however. It's called right-click save as.
Oh.
Ooh.
Just put it on your desktop.
I love
You
it.
got it. You got it.
Love it.
If that doesn't work, just use the screen capture function, you know. Yeah, yeah.
I do that too.
Photos of the 2020 Run Disney Marathon Weekend retro finisher medals have been revealed. And somehow I have already racked up 12 of these.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah. I'm a Run Disney champion. Love that stuff. Have you seen these medals? They're pretty cool. Pretty
I
cool.
haven't seen the new ones yet, no.
It's a little controversial, though. I think, I don't know. What do you
Yeah.
guys think of this move to take Minnie off of the 10K?
We were talking about this the other day.
and add her to
Okay.
the full marathon. I mean, yes, she gets on the more prestigious race, I guess, but she loses her own race. She's not the mascot of her own race anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not a big Minnie fan,
I
so
know.
I'm not the right person to ask.
I mean, Oswald got it.
Yeah. And you're like, yeah, it's Oswald. I'm like, who's Oswald?
I feel like for the marathon, you should get a bigger medal, which has, you know, the Mr. and Mrs. on the medal.
Yeah.
Well, there you
She's
go.
got to stand by her man, and she's on the most prestigious
I
medal
don't
there is.
understand why she had to be taken away, though. Why couldn't she still have her own race?
Then she'd have
Well, then
more
Mickey
than
would
half.
have his own medal too. She'd be on the 10K and be on the marathon medal.
Yeah,
that's
you can't do
that's
that.
insane.
No.
Why not?
No, the Mouse Me Too movement is really hitting its stride right now.
Oh, Pete.
But Pluto got back his 5K.
Which I like.
He got taken away
Yes.
from the 5K
Yeah.
last year.
Which is the only medal I'll get. It's so exciting.
You doing it?
Oh yeah, I love the 5Ks.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, I'll see you out there.
They're sweet. Yeah.
yeah.
That's my limit.
No dopey for you?
No, I mean, if that's a drinking marathon, that's about the only one I'm going to be doing. But
Alright.
yeah, 5K is my max.
I did the Frozen 5K the first time they had it.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last Run Disney race I ran was the Everest 5K.
You did one?
Yeah, I don't run them.
Oh,
Michelle
Nick,
and I
we did
the
that.
Everest.
It was the
I
last
haven't.
one, I think. It was the very last one.
We did
Yeah.
the last two.
I came in
Second one? Did we
101st
do
place in the Everest, the last ever.
Is that
Everest.
good?
They'll tell you what
I don't
place you come
know.
in.
I
I didn't know
didn't
they
pay
did that.
attention.
Yeah, it's on like a website.
Yeah.
I remember I saw it on a website.
I never even knew that.
Yeah, you can look up your 5K score.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to, but that's exciting.
Yeah, I mean, on those things, like, because with the Everest, you had the scavenger hunt at the end.
What?
So
How would I know
you
about
would
any of these
finish the
things?
race.
I
then
guess
go
I'm just so
back and do the
focused on,
scavenger
on
hunt.
living and breathing that I don't notice any of the other activities going on.
Yeah.
It's
That's
not
fun
there
stuff.
anymore, though.
Sounds like my
Oh.
daily life.
Yeah, that used to be really fun. But
Yeah.
why did they get rid of it? Because they don't want people.
No clue.
Well, because it used to be at night, and now they leave the park open at
Early
night.
in the
I'm
morning.
guessing.
They have to have everyone done by a certain time because they open the park.
Yeah.
You know, guys, a new T-shirt of Chippendale dabbing is now available on Shop Disney. How
Kids
could
love it.
Disney refuse to take PhotoPass photos of guests dabbing and then print this on a T-shirt and sell it? I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. What T-shirt is next? Cruella de Vil parking your car for free at a resort, or allowing some dogs to stay in her hotel room? I don't know. Yeah. Roof, roof. Yeah, I don't get it either.
Good Lord.
I just read what's here.
I wish I had a sound effect for that.
So does Tom.
Hang on.
No, that's
You can't hear it, but I'm playing the worst joke of the
That's
week.
it. Out.
Yeah.
You're gonna hear that a few times this week.
Great.
We'll just keep
Just power through.
Yeah, just keep going.
Power through.
New USB phone charging stations have been installed at the Tomorrowland Light and Power Company in the Magic Kingdom because nothing says tomorrow quite like some repurposed phone kiosks and leftover stools.
Mm.
Yeah. I don't even get the teleprompter. I have to look down the whole
I was going to
time.
say, I was, why are you
Why-
not using the
Old-fashioned
teleprompter?
this week.
You
Yeah.
didn't download it on your.
Well, no, we don't have the thing. He takes it with him.
He takes
I
all
think.
the technology.
Yeah. Yeah, he takes everything.
You could roll it. Yeah, you could.
Huh?
We could do it next time.
We do
Just
it
let me
next
know ahead of time.
He's-
We're using
We'll
iPhones
make
as
it work.
cameras this week. He really just takes all of our
Are we
stuff.
serious?
The monologue is written in blood from his fingertips.
He took the chairs in the audience. I guess are sitting on.
Everyone's
floor.
sitting Indian style on the floor in the audience right now.
He took
I'm
the
sorry,
audience-
that's crisscross applesauce.
Crisscross applesauce. my
Thank
bad.
you very much.
He took the audience to Japan, but not his staff.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tom.
Oh, I hope he's watching.
The Skyliner at the International Gateway has a new archway entrance designed in an Art Nouveau style to match the theming of the next door France pavilion. Theming in Epcot? What is up with that?
Wow.
That is absolutely absurd. Get that out of there now. Can't have any of that.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's blasphemous.
How dare you?
Should have been a Guardians archway.
Should have been this big statue of Walt Disney holding up the Skyway Tower. Yeah. It's been a good week for sneak peeks. Have you guys seen all the cool things that they've been sneak peeking lately? Just this week, we've been able to snag a peek at the upcoming Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind ride vehicles. Also, that adorable new Pascal animatronic for the upcoming Tangled boat ride in Tokyo Disney Sea. And now we get a look at Poe Dameron's X-Wing, straight from the Rise of the Resistance queue in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Yeah, Disney decided to share an official look at the X-Wing before some Bothan spaceship enthusiasts did.
Oh.
They just sneak in there and take those pictures.
Jeez.
Yes. Many Bothan spaceship enthusiasts died to get you those photos.
Oh, dear.
Those Star Wars fans. All right. Club Cool. I know we have some Club Cool fans, though. All right. Club Cool, the Fountain View, Colortopia, Mickey and Friends Character Spot, and Innoventions West Hallway are now closed at Epcot. We'll now take you to the Epcot Graveyard. I don't know if you guys have visited the Epcot Graveyard recently, and we're going to read some of those.
What?
Yeah. We're going to read some of those headstones that are there at the Epcot,
Okay,
Epcot
all right.
Graveyard.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
The first one here, Spaceship Earth lost Judi Dench, and the fires of Rome have last been quenched.
Oh, wow. It's dark.
Yeah, very. Universe of Energy has passed the baton. At least we all know where Ellen has gone.
Oh.
That's very nice.
Yep.
I like that one.
She's doing all right.
She is.
Yeah, she's
doing
fine.
just
Yeah.
fine.
She's good.
Yeah.
She'll make it.
Will we? How much time do we have
Something
left
special
here?
about that one.
An hour
I think
45?
she's going
All
to do
right.
good.
Shouldn't we do your segment? Shouldn't we have done that at the beginning of the show? It would have made the
Yeah.
show a lot more fun.
Well,
We
I
should've
didn't place it in the second hour. You did.
Okay. Dobson, Cronkite, Irons, and Dench. The idea of a story light gives off quite a stench.
What?
Yes.
That doesn't make sense. But that rhymes too.
Don't worry, this next one doesn't even rhyme, so don't worry. Here lies Fountain View, second to none, except maybe Joffrey's.
Oh, it's. What is that
So you
called?
went
I
with the
don't- I
best
remember that
one
from English
first,
class.
It's a haiku.
huh?
Oh,
It's a
okay.
haiku.
It's a haiku. Okay.
Oh, it's a haiku.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's up here.
It's a highbrow show this week.
Yeah, it is. Bob Chapek got one more. We just got one more here. We just found Bob Chapek got a hold of the Infinity Gauntlet and snapped his fingers, and now half of Communicore is gone. That one also.
Is that another haiku?
Yeah. It's a little long for a
Communicore
tombstone.
has been gone for a very long time, by the way.
Tombstone was gigantic. It was like a mausoleum.
But Communicore, I mean, that went away when 1990 came around.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is the graveyard. I mean,
This is the graveyard. You know, no one's
around.
perfect.
But how old
Yeah.
is this headstone, I guess, is my question.
well,
Yeah.
it's
from 1991.
It's got some age on it.
Yeah.
It's mossy. It's a mossy headstone.
All right. So
Sorry, your news. Go ahead.
no, we didn't see that when we were there
No.
the other day. We saw the
No.
construction wall.
We did.
It might have been behind the construction wall. They might have been updating these tombstones.
That's right. You gotta update. They're like,
gotta
these
peek.
don't rhyme. Let's chisel in some new sayings.
This isn't even a haiku.
What's going on here? All right. Disney is trying to improve the technology in their smellitzers.
Smellitizers?
Smellitizers. Thank you. So that different scents can be blended for a more realistic sensory experience. Whew. Alas, Figment's farts can smell richer and more aromatic. That's good. That's good.
That's a good
That was
one.
a good one.
It's
You know
Smellitzer,
the fart
Nick.
jokes.
Yeah. We are big on toilet humor.
It's-
Yeah.
We
Oh,
just
yeah.
need to keep that
Yeah,
that
yeah.
level of comedy, and we'll be good. Just keep it right there.
Should have practiced that word.
Being too smart tonight.
Smellitizers.
Tom doesn't let us do toilet humor, so this
No.
week we just threw it right on in.
It's Smellitzer.
See, I knew it wasn't smellitizers.
Smell it, sir.
No,
This is
it's
like-
Smellitzer.
this is
Like
tomato.
like
tomato.
howitzer.
No.
Show me that in the dictionary.
No, there's an I in there, Jason.
I want to see it phonetically. There's no way.
Smell it.
It's we looked this up. years and years and years ago, we looked this up. I actually found an article from a Cast magazine that showed a picture of one, and it said right on the side, "Smellitzer," and it's named after like a howitzer,
I don't know if this
like a gun.
So why is there an extra I here? Is this a typo?
Because somebody typed it wrong. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not an appetizer.
I believe it's appetizer.
It's Apitzer.
Actually, I was reading
Apitzer.
a food and wine magazine, and
were you?
it was named after this chef, Itzer. So it's an appetizer.
Now I'm gonna have to go find it. I've got myself an hour and 40 minutes to
I
go
want
find
proof.
it.
Proof.
I'm gonna
I don't
find
say
it.
every word wrong.
Oh dear.
Automated photovast cameras have been installed at the Mickey and Minnie meet and greet in Town Square Theater at the Magic Kingdom. The new cameras are hidden inside of bookcases to help them hide them. Cameras hidden inside a bookcase.
They're
What is
hidden inside a bookcase to help hide them.
this? To help hide them. Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's,
What
that's
is
good
this?
English right there.
What is this? My apartment?
Jeez.
Someone taking my ideas?
You do have bookcases, don't you?
I have plenty. Yes. Strategically placed.
Yes, yes.
It's not the only good place. I'll show you some good places to hide cameras later.
Oh,
on.
thank you.
after the
Yeah,
show.
that would be great.
Oh my
That
God.
could be the new segment I do. Hiding cameras with Nick.
I don't want to be on
I
the
thought
show
it was
anymore.
cooking with Nick.
Well, this is the last time we'll see Nick for a while.
Disney has given the first official inside look at Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind vehicles at Epcot. We believe they chose to do this because Dutch Forum beat them to it. There's only two things Disney hates: people who are intolerant of other people's cultures and Dutch roller coaster enthusiasts.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts.
And Tom.
And Tom. And Tom. Well, I think it's mostly just Bob Chapek that hates Tom. Do you think the whole company hates Tom? That'd be a little harsh. No.
20%.
20%. That's a good
The
number.
80-20 rule.
An adorable Pascal animatronic is under development for the upcoming Tokyo Disney Sea Tangled Boat Ride attraction. Disney shared a video in which an Imagineer carried around the animatronic in her hand. That woman's hand has as many audio animatronics as Navi River Journey. The entire ride.
That's so true.
It's funny because it's true.
That
Yeah.
is a
Yeah.
good joke. I wish I had a good joke of the week.
Tiny Pascal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Did you see that thing? It's adorable.
It's very cute.
No, I haven't seen
so
it.
you gotta go
No,
look. Yeah.
I mean, I've seen it in the movie.
Well, I
but
know
not
you've seen it in
yeah.
the movie, but I'm saying the animatronic. It's
Yeah,
cute.
no, I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen at least 8 of them by Punzel's Poopers.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You have enough drinks, those start moving too.
Yeah,
Crawling
I
around
thought they were
the
real this entire
Yeah.
time. I didn't
Yeah.
want to say that on the air. Those aren't animatronics? What are you
Freaking
talking
out.
about?
New Moana and Frozen character bus wraps have joined the Disney transportation fleet at Walt Disney World. You can now sing "How Far I'll Go" while riding alongside Moana herself. Yeah. But for anything like the Disney College Program transportation buses, you'll instead spend your time evaluating how far you didn't go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh. Yikes.
Yeah, I'd hate to be one of those buses right now, right?
Yikes.
Ouch. Woo.
Throwing some serious shade
Oh,
towards those
yeah.
buses.
You take it, you cast transportation buses. No one's safe. Not even those buses.
Well, then they're not safe. They
Yeah.
catch on fire all the time.
Yeah, they do. All the time.
That's what I was thinking when I was writing the joke.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you,
I
Cameron.
get it.
Oh, good job, Cameron.
Yes.
Super high.
So we could have inserted monorail in there too and been just fine, I'm sure.
Wait, hang on.
Yeah.
Since you wrote this joke, give me a second.
Since we Oh! Yeah, we are. We're very...
We can barely hear it, but we're proud.
Well, they can hear it.
I can hear it.
I can hear it. That's all
No
that
one here
matters.
can hear it, but we're sure it was great.
I can turn the speaker on if you want to listen to it. He told me not to.
That's all right.
There's
We've heard it
There's
plenty
a
of
trick
times.
to it.
To the speaker?
Yes.
Oh.
Well, you have to get up and turn
Oh, I have to turn
You have
on
to
the
physically
speaker.
go turn it on.
Okay, then.
We were way over here, and it was way over there.
We'll do that
It's
in
like
the
a-
second
yeah,
hour
All right.
for our turn away crowd.
Do you think Tom minds that I'm using this pen, by the way?
We'll find out.
He's probably gonna walk through that door and snatch right out of your hand.
I found it in here. If he doesn't want us using them, they shouldn't be in his Earful Tower pen holder.
I think it's fine.
I think so. They're all fair game.
I thought we were
Yeah.
giving those out to all the members of the audience tonight. Everyone picks one item off the
There you
desk.
go.
Yeah.
It doesn't light
That'd
up
be
anymore.
fun.
I'm assuming at one time it lit up. There's a little button here. You push.
Oh.
I'm assuming it did something, or maybe
Played
played a
music.
song.
Yeah.
Doesn't do anything anymore.
Ooh, sure.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to hear things?
So in the back,
Power.
there's a
Oh,
switch.
good, we're doing this now.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure
Let's
that
not-
everyone
let's do this
watching
while we're
this.
live and not on commercial. Let's do it for.
Big hand to Colleen.
There we go.
Yeah.
Colleen killing it.
All right,
Yes.
let me unmute this. Okay. Ooh, there we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you hear it?
I don't know.
All right,
We'll find out.
Let's go.
I hear it looping back in my
I feel like we're so
headphones.
close. We're so close.
Yeah, I got to show you how that works.
Okay.
But let's get back to these bus wraps. Right?
Tom texted me.
Come on.
Tom just texted me and said, "Stop touching his pens."
I needed something to write with. All right. It was here.
Right with your blood.
Not
Yeah,
chewing
go
on
back
it.
to writing in blood, Nick.
So these bus wraps, it seems to be a trend with Disney putting wraps on hideous things they want to hide. You know, Bob Chapek's actually getting one. He's going to be wrapped as Tom Staggs. Galaxy's Edge, they're getting one already. They're getting a Ronto wrap. No, just kidding. It's Aladdin, of course.
When will it be
Aladdin
over?
wrap. Yeah, yeah. We all know that. We all know that. With the recently announced new Beauty and the Beast inspired lounge coming to Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa, Disney has released more exciting news about the reimagined space, including an official name as well as menu details. Located on the second floor of the Grand Floridian, this reimagined lounge will be called Enchanted Rose, and it will celebrate the magic and romance of Disney's popular live-action movie. Featuring 4 unique spaces inspired by Belle and the Beast, you'll find charm and elegance around every corner. The lounge includes a chandelier inspired by Belle's flowing ball gown, as well as a formal library that will showcase classical Baroque designs and French furnishing.
If it ain't Baroque, don't fix
Thanks
it.
for stepping on my joke, Michelle. If it's not Baroque, don't fix it, remarked Visitors Lounge.
Literally stepped
Oh
on the joke.
man!
I'm not reading the script. I'm just reacting.
When Tom comes back, I'm just gonna start saying the punchline of the jokes right over it.
He'd love that.
What is there next?
Oh, that was horrible.
Oh my
It's the only
goodness.
part of the movie I remember.
I
Sorry.
just felt bad for Nick.
Oh, that's great.
No, that's great. That was the joke I wrote, by the way. That was my contribution to the monologue.
Sorry.
And now Michelle brings us the punchline.
It was the one I was most excited about. I was waiting the whole show to get there.
Do it again. I won't say anything.
The lounge includes a chandelier inspired by Belle's flowing ball gown, as well as a formal library that will showcase classical Baroque designs and French furnishing. If it's not Baroque, don't fix it, remarked Visitors Lounge.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
You.
What's Misner's Lounge?
Visitor's
Nothing.
Lounge. That's where it was the second floor of the Grand Floridian.
That's what it was?
Yeah, you know where the band played? It was
Yes.
right behind it. That was like the little bar and like the little small snacks.
And now it's gone.
I also believe that was Meisner's Lounge. If you
That's
want
what
to
I thought. That's
Yeah.
why I was
Right.
like, wait.
Yes, I'm sorry. I stepped on my own.
It's
joke.
right. Everyone, tomato, tomato. It's fine.
We're doing great.
Anyway.
This is fantastic.
Named, of course, after Michael Eisner. Meisner's Lounge.
Nice. M. Eisner's Lounge.
That's a callback from like a joke I made up a year ago.
One more,
Anyway.
guys. One more. Let's get
Here we
through this.
go.
Hit home.
Seems like Disney parks are going through. Wait, what? Oh, okay. No, never mind. Got it.
We're almost there.
Seems, so bad. Seems like Disney parks are going through this trend of sleeping characters. The insanely adorable sleeping Figment plush that sold out in record time.
So
Couldn't
cute.
even get one. Yeah, really
Yeah,
cute.
I wanted one.
There's even news of a sleeping Duffy and Friends coming to Tokyo Disney Sea. You know, and these things are absolutely adorable. And now Michelle, there's actually a new addition to the Disney Dream Friends lineup.
Oh, really?
A new addition. Right there.
Aw,
Oh,
that's
no.
so
Little Cameron, sleeping Cameron.
Aw. Are you available in a plush?
No.
That's
Pass holder
adorable.
discount on camera.
Yeah, do we get 20% off?
Sleeping
Yeah.
Cameron. No, seriously. There's now a sleeping Sully, actually. I don't know if you guys
I bet
seen that.
that's
It's
cute.
really, really cute. Little known fact, the inspiration for these plush came from watching guests inside Galaxy's Edge.
Why do we just have a gold pillow lying around in our office?
That's the news.
Hey!
We did it.
Michelle, who brings you the
Yes.
news.
Well, Nick, I would love to tell you that the news is brought to us by the Lost Bros. They make apparel, posters, and home goods for theme park fans of all ages. You can shop their whole site by going to WDWNT.com and clicking their ad. Shop designs like their classic waffle and bacon crossbones, the Drink Around the World Tour collection,
my God.
their princesses
You took away
jerseys.
the whole Airfield Tower.
Wow.
He must have texted her too.
He was that serious. Wow. I can't wait to write with those. later.
And park favorites like their Dole Whip pocket tees, the Tomorrowland Drive-In Theater, and Birds Who Sing Words tour poster. Make the most of tonight's commercial breaks and shop through their extensive collection. The Lost Bros, an official partner of WDW News Tonight.
This is such a boring pen. Look at the pen I have to use now.
Oh,
Look at this.
God.
This doesn't look like a Disney park icon.
No.
Nope. Well, it kind of looks like Wall-E.
It's a giveaway.
Free!
Get you, Tom. I'll find other things. I'll start using your cups.
We're gonna start drinking
I
out of the
will.
tiki mugs.
I mean, yeah, the Haunted Mansion Tiki mugs.
We'll start drinking out of those.
Mug of the week coming up next. You better stay tuned. We will be right back. We're going to have lots more on the show for you. We're introducing Michelle's new segment. We have World Showcase Weird Food of the Week.
Yep, that's correct. What it's called. Good
Yeah,
job.
Disney Parks Pursuit and more. Stay tuned.
Woo!
Have you ever wondered what it's like to work on the edge of the galaxy? Do you have enough stardust in your veins that you could give Jin Urso a run for her money? The Black Spire College Program is a somewhat paid internship on Batu with Ogagara and Onaka Transport Solutions. It's the opportunity of a lifetime to work for scoundrels, make seedy acquaintances, meet people from all over the galaxy, and learn just how unorganized a multi-billion credit organization actually is. Hear from some of our alumni.
On my Black Spire College program, I worked at the cantina, serving pre-mixed drinks from taps. It was so much fun. Well, at least until my arm got cut off. That made it really hard to hand guests prepackaged beer flight sets and to eat ramen back in our housing.
We got to live in fully furnished apartments right above the marketplace, with only 8 of us to a room. It was nice and comfy, and I could usually get at least 4 hours of sleep until the first order would come knocking looking for some spy. Guys, she's in the forest in an orange coat. You can't be this dumb.
I am Hondo Onaka, and I need pilots to navigate, engineers to operate the ship, and gunners to defend the shipments, all outside of their intended majors to join our program. You, what are you going to school for?
Biochemistry.
Tell me, what do you know about coaxium or the planet Corellia? You will work at Katsaka's kettle.
I have a bad feeling about this. Will I at least get my credits?
Yes, you'll get credits. School credits!
But I worked 20 hours straight already.
Working 20 hours straight? That's illegal! You know that! Get back to work.
Bright suns are dawning on your future with the Black Spire College Program. Apply today at bscp.com.
Oh, hello there. You know, sometimes WDWNT releases leaked concept art from the Disney company, showcasing what Imagineering hopes to do in the future. But some readers have accused us of actually faking these pictures ourselves. Well, gosh, we're sure flattered you think we're that talented, and it got us thinking, why shouldn't we all be able to produce quality concept art? Join us as we start with a blank canvas and use our imaginations to create the rides and lands we'd love to see.
Yes, new from WDWNT, the joy of concept art painting with Tom Corliss. Join Tom as he offers tips and tricks on making your dreams come alive one brush stroke at a time.
Now, if you just make a line like this across, you've got all this space to get crazy. I'm going to go ahead and put in a few happy churro carts over here and one over here.
Follow along at home and not only paint beautiful landscapes and rides, but learn how concept art is taken to the next corporate level.
Now right here we've got a wonderful complex building, but I'm afraid old Mr. Chapek is gonna beat the devil out of that budget. So now we have to get a little go away green on your brush here and paint a large box on top of what you just done. Now that's a structure Disney will pay for. Plus it does a wonderful job ruining the sightlines, a real win-win.
Join Tom as he teaches the proper technique in making modern Disney attractions.
You've painted a wonderful ride here that provides a fresh and original story. Now all we have to do is ask ourselves is how can we add Marvel to it?
Yes, even you can paint concept art that will look nothing like the reality that will one day come to pass. Pick up the Joy of Concept Art Painting Kit at your local hobby shop and receive Tom's free instructional manual on proper decal design.
Alright, you want that little decal to look like it's already peeling off the wall the moment you put it on. That's the real key here.
The Joy of Concept Art Painting with Tom Corliss, available to stream everywhere except Tokyo.
From all of us here, I'd like to wish you happy concept art and Walt bless, my friend.
Future is coming. You gotta catch it if you can. The magic's unfolding.
Yeah. Oh, are we on?
Yep.
How you doing? I don't have my pen. I'm all out of sorts. I shouldn't have thrown that pen. I feel bad now. Now I have no pen. Like I like having. Can I have a pen? Thank you.
You're bad.
That's my favorite pen though, so please don't.
I'll
use
be
it.
okay with that. I won't chew on it or anything. I just
Yeah.
like something to hold. I
Okay.
like it feels good to hold a pen.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do we? I want to. So we're gonna play Disney Parks Pursuit. I think we have some contestants out there.
Hang on. I had to hit shift something. It's
Yeah,
not-
shift in the letter that you.
It didn't work.
They have two things playing.
Yeah, it's the same thing playing twice. I hit shift and the number.
You could do it again. Anyway, so we're gonna play Disney Parks Pursuit.
Hang on.
We got some music.
I'm getting it.
Yeah, I love this music. Tom hates it.
Okay.
And yeah, and so this is the first time I think we're really mixing studio audience and callers into the show. So
we're gonna see how it goes.
We're gonna see how it goes. So first of all, we're gonna introduce our in-studio guest, Mandy. Come
Yeah,
on up.
Mandy.
Right here.
She puts the M in MVP.
We love having you here, Mandy, and we really appreciate you coming in and for another show. And you're no stranger to Parks Pursuit. Yeah, just once.
Yeah.
Really?
Her microphone is not
I
on.
feel like you played Parks Pursuit.
Even though her microphone is on. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Is it on?
No, there's no on. You have to just bring her up.
I have her up. Talk. Hello? Oh, there you are.
There you are.
My computer just crashed, so hey, give us a second.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right.
You don't need
We
it.
can vamp. Yeah.
You could just shut off all the audio onto the board. Okay. There you go.
We're good to go.
And I believe we have some callers in the in the queue to play Disney Parks Pursuit with us. Do you have their names, Cameron?
Yes, we have got Jesse.
Jesse.
Hey, how's it going?
I can hear him, but I can't hear him well. I hear him somewhere though.
I feel like I'm
Hi,
hearing
Jesse.
the loop. Here.
Well, you got to.
Hello?
Do you want him over this? This?
Hey, can you hear
Yeah,
me?
we got to hear him on the speaker.
Okay. Why does that keep doing that?
Yeah, I can hear him.
You know, we all changed seats.
I can hear him
and-
just fine.
We
You
can hear
guys can, but we can't.
Hey,
we can't hear
Jesse.
in studio, so it would make it hard for the game if we can't hear in studio. Only Michelle has headphones on. So.
Go ahead and talk.
Hey, Jesse.
Jesse.
Hey, can you hear me?
There
Yeah,
you go.
hi.
All right, Jesse. Thanks for playing Parks Pursuit with us today. And our next contestant on the phone is
Brian.
Brian. Okay. Hey, Brian.
Pen, so I can't write down.
Hey, guys, how are you doing?
Hi, Brian.
Good, good. Glad you're playing Disney Parks Pursuit with us. And contestant number 3,
Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. Contestant 3 is Adam.
Adam. Hey, good evening, Adam.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, Adam.
Bueller?
Bueller.
What's up, Adam?
How's it going, Mr. Rooney?
Doing good. Doing good. You gonna play some Parks Pursuit with us tonight?
Yep.
All right. Excellent. So let me go over the rules to the game. The rules to Parks Pursuit are pretty simple. You have to answer some trivia questions and earn 6 different pieces of pie to fill out your circle. All right. The categories tonight are audio, places, time, trivia, food, and quotes. Now, each of tonight's categories have to do with the Food and Wine Festival at Epcot. So everything will have to do with that. So in audio, we're going to play you a song, and you're going to have to name which Eat to the Beat artist that song was performed by. Under places, I'm going to give you 3 clues, which are three menu items from a booth at the festival, and you're going to have to tell me what country booth that is from. In time, we're going to tell you about something that happened at the Food and Wine Fest, some milestone of the Food and Wine Fest, and you're going to have to give me the year that milestone occurred. Under trivia, we have some trivia from the 2019 Food and Wine Fest. Under food, we're going to describe a food, and then you're going to have to give us the name of the food. Now, we made this one a little easier. It is multiple choice. So we're going to describe a food, give you 3 choices, and you're going to have to tell us what food item we are describing. And then finally, we're going to give you quotes. Under quotes from our 2019 Food and Wine Fest reviews, and you're going to have to tell us what booth we are reviewing. And believe me, they did a great job to pick out some good quotes. They give you a lot of hints inside the quotes, so listen carefully to those quotes when I read them. All right. All right, so we're going to start off with one of our callers tonight, Jesse. Jesse, you're going to get to pick the first category. Would you like audio, places, time, trivia, food, or quotes?
Let's do places.
All right, places.
By the way, you've got something playing in the background.
It might be feed from another call.
Is there music playing?
I mean, I hear
is there
it.
another caller that's not muted?
Yeah, they're all up at the same time.
Oh, if you're not talking, if you guys can mute yourselves on your call.
Well, I think
if
Alicia
you're-
might be able to do that too. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just saying, if you're not talking, if you guys are on the call and you want to mute yourselves, it makes us sound even better, and you guys are doing all the hard work.
All right, Jesse. So you can hear me, okay, Jesse, right?
Yes. I can hear you
Okay.
perfect now.
So here's your first one. Grilled sweet and spicy bushberry shrimp, roasted lamb chop, and deconstructed pavlova. What country would you find those 3 dishes in? What country booth?
Can you repeat it again?
Sure. Grilled sweet and spicy bushberry shrimp, roasted lamb chop, and deconstructed pavlova. What country booth can you find that in?
Just guess.
Greece.
Nope, not Greece. Not Greece. Sorry, Jesse. Brian, it is your turn. Would you like to go with time, trivia, food, audio, places, or quotes? Thank you, Michelle.
Not time.
It took me a moment to find it. Sorry. I told you it froze. So.
Brian, what category would you like to start with?
You can unmute Brian.
Brian, please unmute your phone.
Oh, it was unmuted.
Oh, hey, Brian.
Okay, there
We
you
hear
are.
I got you.
There you go, Brian.
I was just there and just ate one of those things. Can I take that question?
Nope.
Not an option, but good try.
All right, I'll take food too.
So food. All right. Let's see. Where are we going with food? All right. Here we go. Food. I'm going to describe the dish and give you 3 choices of what that dish could be. You got to let me know which one it is. The dish is chilled noodles with dashi broth with a light foam topping from Japan. Is it the dashi ramen, the foamy ramen,
It's
Or
pronounced
ramen.
ramen.
Yeah, it is. It
Everyone
is.
loves
It
ramen.
is. I'm done. Dashi ramen, foamy ramen, or frothy ramen. I knew I was going to get that wrong.
I'll go with Dashy.
Nope, that is not right.
Oh.
Not right. All right, let's move on to Adam. Adam, which pie piece would you like to start with?
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Is Adam?
Can you hear us, Adam?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Which one you starting with, Adam?
Well, to be honest, Food and Wine Festival is not my strong point, so I'll just go with a wild guess and just do food.
All right.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton.
Chilled noodles and dashi broth with a light foam topping from Japan. Is it dashi ramen, foamy ramen, or frothy ramen?
I'm gonna go with frothy.
Yeah,
That is correct.
frothy ramen. All right, you got a pie piece. You got the food pie piece. Good job, Adam. Which piece would you like to go for next? Time, trivia, audio, places, or quotes?
Let me shoot for places.
Places. All right. Where would you find these three items, Adam? New York strip steak with green chermoula flatbread, spicy hummus fries, and chocolate baklava.
Sounds tasty.
Morocco.
Yes.
That is correct.
All right. You got your second pie piece. You got places. All right. Where next? Time, trivia, audio, or quotes?
I say time.
All right. I say time too. The Eat to the Beat concert series debuts in this year.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That is hard.
It is.
Let me think.
What year did Hanson start touring?
2017.
Nope. That is not correct.
It's gonna be a no for me, dog.
All right, Mandy. It's your turn.
Come on, Mandy.
Which pie piece do you want
Bring
to
it
go
on
for?
home. Let's do this.
Don't look at my answers over here to your left.
Keep your
She's
eyes
been
focused
studying.
on the
I mean,
camera or
she
the
has.
wall?
She's been looking at Pete the whole time.
Of course.
I don't have the answer, so you can just.
I'll go with food.
That's right.
All right. Which food am I describing? Chocolate bread pudding served with chocolate. Oh, I hate food names. Abulita cream angelaise.
Well, that wasn't it, but but at least you tried.
How would you pronounce that one?
I don't know, but definitely not that one.
Abulita. Chocolate bread pudding served with chocolate abulita cream angelaise. Is it the... Gee whiz. Is it the...
This is like Tom with Jaleo for the first 2 months.
Cafe Rotota de Chocolat?
Oh, dear.
The Pudding de Pan? Or the Chocolate Cremoso?
I'm guessing you don't speak any other languages besides English.
Why should
I don't think he could if he tried.
I feel bad for Mandy having to have to guess from those.
Sorry, Mandy.
A.
You're gonna have to repeat it, Mandy. Sorry.
The Cafe
Should just do it
Rotota
correctly.
de Chocolat.
Is it correct?
It is correct.
Hey!
Good job, Mandy.
That was food?
That was food.
I think that was English.
English 101. All right, Mandy,
Or French.
which one next?
Music.
Oh,
Ooh, I get to do
music.
stuff.
All right, what band performs this song?
Oh snap!
Sugar Ray.
Sugar Ray. Good
Before my
job.
time.
It's actually Sugar Raymond.
Good callback.
Oh, Lord.
Shut that off before we get charged.
I brought it down.
By the way, you were on point. You were ready for that when she said music. Very well done.
You weren't hearing it over there, only in here.
Nice. All right. Very good.
I got this.
I like it.
So is that correct?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Sugar Ray. Yeah,
Here we
that was
go.
before your time.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
It was.
I met them when I was 16.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
like,
Mark McGrath, keeping himself
yeah,
relevant.
he signed my shirt.
I literally
course
don't
he
think
did.
he was.
He did. He
Cameron
said it would
Ford
be
when
a
they had their first
pleasure.
date.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, I'm 16, dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bye.
Wow.
Yeah.
Best friends with Nick.
He was on Big Brother a couple of years ago.
Yeah, he hosts like a radio show on
He does.
Sirius.
Yeah, he does the Sirius 90s on 9 channel.
Yeah.
Anyway, I know he's a watcher. Thanks for watching, Mark.
Thanks, Mark. It's good to see you again.
I've grown up.
Bye. You can call me now, but you know, back then not so much.
Great investment from years back.
Wow. You still
He
got
was in Sharknado 3 or 2 or.
There's 6 now.
No.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Do you still have the shirt?
Yeah, I have
Can
the
you
shirt.
wear it to the next Eat to the Beat concert? Let's wear it to the
To
concert.
Sugar Ray, yeah.
Let's go.
I
You
think
gotta
I have a
wear
dining
it.
reservation for that night too, because I wanted to like not wait. They put on a good show last year, so I'm going back.
God, I wonder. I have.
I went
my
through the whole
photos.
schedule. I have like
can bring
9
my
dining
photo
reservations, probably top
Of
9.
him with his arm around me and like.
Oh yeah.
Be like, please send
They're
me
definitely one of the
pictures."
top 10 of Eat to the Beat in terms of putting on a good show.
You guys are gonna need to call me a babysitter if you're.
We'll hang out with Cameron's parents.
There we go. Woo, okay.
Mandy, you have 2 pie pieces. You still need time, trivia, places, and quotes.
Quotes.
Quotes. All right. First time diving into the quotes here. Which booth are we talking about? You could also name the food, but that's probably harder. These crispy chicken strips are literally Tyson chicken tenders with a side of marinara sauce. In all of our years covering a festival, this is the most hilarious thing we've ever covered.
Did Josh write that?
I think I did.
Oh.
So is it the country or the
The
booth?
yeah, give me the country, the
Country.
booth. Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's the same thing, but yes, the booth name we're looking for.
Take your time.
These-
Italy?
Yes.
Hey, ciao bene.
Yeah,
The
molto
Italian-
bene.
The Italian Tyson
Mozzarella.
chicken strip.
The spaghetti.
Yeah.
The prosciutto. And the mozzarella.
Sorry, Donald.
The mortadella, the mozzarella.
You're halfway there.
The gabagool.
Let's just say everything we can in Italian.
Mandy, you still need time, trivia, and places.
We all need more time.
Ooh, that was deep.
Time.
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 Is on our side. Yes, it is.
The Ireland Marketplace booth debuts.
Ooh.
The Ireland Marketplace booth debuts.
2014.
Nope.
Good guess, though. Good guess.
That was good.
All right, back over to Jesse. Jesse, hope you're still awake over there. It's been a while since we've talked to you. You still
Jesse
need
and
all
the
6
Rippers.
pie pieces. Jesse, where would you like to go first?
Let's do quotes.
Quotes.
It all started with a. No, I'm sorry.
All right, let's see. Which booth was this review from? While peanut sauce isn't on everyone's weekly diet, we recommend giving this dish a shot because it's not as foreign as you'd expect, and it has a tasty flavor profile.
Come on. No, this is. Yeah, it's easy.
If you need me to read it again, let me know.
Yeah, read it one more time.
While peanut sauce isn't on everyone's weekly diet, we recommend giving this dish a shot because it's not as foreign as you'd expect, and it has a tasty flavor profile.
Morocco?
Oh,
Nope.
we did that booth.
Making me hungry.
We'll eat soon enough. I'm sure.
Yeah, the food is almost ready.
Well, that's a
Yeah.
good treat from the World Showcase.
It's gonna be amazing.
Oh, jeez.
You're gonna want to stay tuned.
Brian, which one would you like to go for?
Let me go with places.
Places. All right. What booth would you find these treats here? Lump crab cake, baked shrimp and scallop scampi, and Pacifico True striped bass tostada. Let me read those again. That's a mouthful. I'm not good with food names. I could cook, but I'm not good talking about cooking. Lump crab cake, baked shrimp and scallop scampi. That's a mouthful. Come on. Pacifico True striped bass tostada.
I do know this one. It's the Coastal Eats.
Yes,
correct.
Campy was good.
It sounds good.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. Not
Is
a bad
this
booth.
Jesse or Brian?
That was Brian.
Good job, Brian.
Brian, that's one pie piece. You have 5 left. Where would you like to go next?
Let's do. We'll try food again.
All right, let's go to food.
Actually, no, I'm gonna go with music. Sorry, music.
Okay. That makes me happy.
All right. Do you guys want to hear me try to pronounce the German food?
No, he said he's going. He said he's going with music
Oh, he's
now.
going with music. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Thank goodness.
Oh, I need a break from Nick's pronunciations for a moment.
Yeah, especially him doing German. Just imagine him sneezing 6
guten.
times.
Nick and Rudy.
Chocolate.
Let's hear some audio.
Oh, so what does he have to guess?
Oh, the band name.
Okay.
Yes.
That performed this song.
Okay.
Oh man.
That's it's I don't know. Jefferson Airplane, Jefferson Starship. We built the city.
Yeah.
Yeah. Starship.
We built this.
I like that you didn't give up. You kept working it until you got there.
Do it. Yeah,
It's
talk
like me
it out.
trying to pronounce a food name. I love it. Don't give up. Never give up. All right, Brian. Time, trivia, food, or quotes?
Trivia.
Trivia? All right.
Yeah.
Give you a trivia question here. At Sunshine Seasons, you can make this treat with gummies, fun strips, and crisped rice. It's a little $10 special experience you can do. Kids would probably want to do it.
Experience.
At Sunshine Seasons, you can make this treat with gummies, fun strips, which are basically fruit roll-ups, and that may help you answer the question.
Yeah, imagine Nick parked his
Gummies,
van in Japan.
fruit roll-ups, and crisped rice.
The only thing I can come up with gummies is worms and dirt, but that ain't it. I have no idea.
No. All right. Nope.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, I want that sound instead.
Adam, back to you. Adam, you have food and places already. You're looking for time, trivia, audio, and quotes.
Let's just go with quotes.
Let's do it. So I'm going to read this quote out of one of our reviews, and you're going to tell me which review it came from. While peanut sauce isn't on everyone's weekly diet, we recommend giving this dish a shot because it's not as foreign as you'd expect, and it has a tasty flavor profile.
Oops.
Well,
Sorry.
whoa. So you can see into the future. While peanut
Well,
sauce.
there's only one pavilion that I would think would use peanut sauce, so I'm going to take a wild stab and say China.
Oh.
No.
Good guess.
That was a good tie.
It was good.
Try.
But yeah, didn't get it. Mandy, over to you. You have food, audio, and quotes. You need time, trivia, and places.
Trivia.
All right. Mandy, what celebrity chef appearing this year used to have a restaurant at the boardwalk called Cucina?
Ooh. Do we know what season of whatever it was that they won?
Seasons of Love.
I'm not going to think of the name.
No.
But I know that's happening.
Nothing.
Celebrity chef Nicholas Cicero.
Jesse, over to you. Good try, Michelle.
I was trying to help you.
It's all right. It's all right, Jesse. Here we go.
Yeah, let's go music.
Ooh.
Good choice.
Here we
I get
go.
excited when I hear the music.
So who?
Yeah,
Which
the band that
band?
performed this song.
Here we go.
Oh, I saw this when I did it. I'll give you a hint that won't help you. They performed on my birthday at Eat to the Beat.
Who's saying, hey there, Delilah?
That
Who's
is
the
the
band?
name of the
Can
song.
you repeat it?
Sure.
You just named the song.
No, I think he's asking someone who was saying it.
Hey there, Delilah.
Plain white tees.
There you go.
All right, Jesse, you got your first pie piece. Where would you like to go next?
Let's do food.
Did you Shazam the song?
No, don't Shazam it. That's
No,
cheating.
I had to ask my wife.
Good call, because that's all the people that were in that audience when they performed at Eat to the Beat.
Yeah, they were like the first weekend.
Yeah,
Right?
there was like a 90-10 ratio of wives to husbands. They were like, we'll just be over by the beer place in America. You guys go cry in the theater.
Nice.
All right, so I'm going to describe a food item. You're going to tell me which one it is. I'll give you a couple choices. Impossible ground meat with carrots, mushrooms, and peas, topped with mashed cauliflower, white beans, and mozzarella. This is from Earth Eats. Is it the Impossible cottage pie, the Impossible shepherd's pie, or the Impossible pot pie?
Repeat it again, please.
Sure. It had impossible ground meat with carrots, mushrooms, and peas, topped with mashed cauliflower, white beans, and mozzarella. Is it the Impossible cottage pie, the Impossible shepherd's pie, or the Impossible pot pie?
Impossible pot pie?
No. Sorry about that one. Jesse, back over to Brian. Brian, you still need time, trivia, food, and quotes. Where would you like to go, Brian?
I'm going to try, well, it's still fresh in my mind. I'll go with food.
I'm getting hungry.
All right, let's see. How about this one? I'm going to describe this food item here. Slow braised beef brisket, pot roast style, with horseradish cream and crispy fried onions on a potato roll with pickled vegetables on the side.
That sounds so good.
Amazing. Let me read that again. Slow braised beef brisket, pot roast style, with horseradish cream and crispy fried onions on a potato roll with pickled vegetables on the side. Is that the Perth Amboy slider, the New Brunswick slider, or the Hackensack slider?
New Brunswick.
New Brunswick slider it is.
Nicely done.
Good job there.
Hackensack.
Yeah.
It's a Hackensack slider.
What is there, a New Jersey booth this year?
Apparently.
Yeah. You are halfway there, Brian. Time, trivia, and quotes are what you need.
I'll try trivia again.
All right, let's do it. Let's see. What celebrity chef appearing this year used to have a restaurant at the boardwalk called Cucina?
Cucina.
Cucina.
Is it Cucina?
The second C is a ch sound.
When there's two C's together.
Cucina, correct?
It's Cucina.
Oh, well then I don't know what you were trying to say. I don't have it in front of me. I'm just assuming it was Cucina.
Anyway, do you know this one?
Celebrity chef. I'll go with Emerald.
Nope. Not
Bam! That's wrong.
That was so loud.
Gotta wake people up.
Yeah, good job.
Adam, back over to you. Adam, you need time, trivia, audio, and quotes.
Oh, what was the category that he just did?
Trivia.
I'll do that.
All right. Adam, what celebrity chef appearing this year used to have a restaurant at the boardwalk called Cucina?
Cat Cora.
Cat Cora.
Oh,
There
very
you
nicely
go.
done.
Yay.
The ring a bell, Mandy. That's why she was
Yeah.
purring.
I wanted to say it was the cat's meow, but I'm like, oh, that's literally saying her first name, so I can't do it.
All right, time, audio, and quotes, Adam.
I'm going to try quotes again.
Good choice.
If at first you don't succeed, skydiving is not for you.
Is that the quote?
No.
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 Pay no attention to Pete.
No, it is not. Yes, never pay attention to me.
No, never pay attention to me.
All right, here you go, Adam. This is basically a beginner version of the bread service from Sanaa. Sure, the dips are really good and the bread tastes freshly made, but nothing compares to the gigantic portion replete with 9 dips from Sanaa. What were we reviewing where we said that about the food at this booth? I'll read it again. Oh, you don't need it?
Is
Go
it
ahead.
an Epcot?
Yep. What booth at the Epcot Food and Wine Festival?
Africa?
No, not Africa.
Solid guess, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Make them say,
Makes sense.
Mandy,
Sanaa.
time,
Nah.
places.
Oh, sorry. Turned you off. Hang on. Places.
Places, everyone.
Finding something I can pronounce. Mandy, where can you find loaded mac and cheese, spice-crusted salmon, and fruit and nut energy snacks?
Did you just say salmon? Have you been watching Hard Knocks? Salmon? This is amazing.
I did go to school with a Susanna Salmon, and they said salmon,
If
not
there's any
salmon.
football fans who watch Hard Knocks, this was an ongoing bit for like 4 weeks on HBO, but that's so funny because someone called it salmon. Oh, it's so great. Anyway.
Salmon
sorry,
Rushdie?
Mandy.
What was the question?
Thanks, Pete.
Sorry.
What
By the way,
booth-
salmon is a fish.
What booth can you find loaded mac and cheese, spice-crusted salmon, and fruit and nut energy snacks?
I see it working. The mind is moving.
The monorail around Epcot today. I'm trying to picture booths. I wish I had like a map or something. I can't think of any booths off the top of my head.
All right.
Is it a country? Can she guess a country?
No,
This
it's
one's
not
not.
a
No.
country.
All right.
That's a big hint.
That would
That's
be
all right. I see your mind going. You're keeping your mind very busy.
No guess?
Nothing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Is it-
Jesse, back to you. Time, trivia, food, places, quotes.
Time.
The Eat to the Beat concert series debuts.
2014.
Nope. I'm sorry.
Good year, though. Good year.
Brian, time,
Was a
trivia, or
very
quotes?
good year.
I'll go with. I'm going to get trivia one of these times.
Yeah, you
We'll
are.
go with trivia.
Trivia?
This celebrity chef.
No. Anything but that.
Brian, what is the sponsor of the Flavors from Fire booth? It has a sponsor.
I was just there. I saw it.
Yep. You got it. You can do it. You were probably there on a Saturday.
Nah, I didn't know. Wouldn't do that to myself. Flavors of Fire.
Anything?
Oh.
No, okay.
Michelle says you're done.
It was pull-ups.
Adam, time, audio, or quotes?
Which I need to be wearing. 'cause I
Okay.
gotta go to the bathroom.
Could you repeat that, please?
Yes, Adam. Would you like time, audio, or quotes?
Time.
Let's see. What was the first year of the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival?
2009.
Nope. Sorry, Adam. Mandy, back to you. Time, trivia, or places?
Trivia.
Mandy, what was the first year of the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival?
Oh, yikes. These are hard.
Hint, Cameron was not born yet.
I was going to say
Maybe he was. No, I don't know. 07, no.
93.
93, so close, but no.
You were born after 93, Cameron?
Yes, Pete.
Wowza. I feel old.
Jesse, time, trivia, food, places, quotes.
Time.
Jesse, what was the first year of the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival?
1995.
Oh, I just love that everyone playing the game, and please don't do it now, but has such integrity that no one has Googled this. Like when someone gets it wrong, like immediately, like just like Epcot Food and Wine opening date. Like a minute someone gets it wrong, but you guys, great integrity, keep it up.
That's me giving you props.
Brian, time, trivia, or quotes?
I'm going to take time, and I'm going to guess the one in the middle.
The first year of the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival.
Is it 95?
Nope.
That was the last one.
Someone just guessed that right before you. Active listening.
Adam, time, audio, or quotes?
Time.
Let's just keep asking the same question.
Time to
until
wrap
somebody
this
gets
game
it.
The
up,
first
am I
year of
right?
the Epcot
Yeah.
International Food and Wine Festival.
It's 10-10.
All right, I'm going to go for the real one in the middle. I say 94.
Nope.
We did that one already, too.
Maybe we should just ask a different question.
Mandy?
About time.
Time.
What's the first year of the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival?
92.
Oh.
Why don't we just pick a different question? Like, what time was it when we started asking this question?
It was 10:09.
1995.
I thought they had it. I'm sorry. Jesse, back to you.
You can pick a category. You don't have to just make up dates in the 90s.
Let's do trivia.
Who is featured on the AP magnet as a chef?
1995.
No. The current one?
Yes, the current, the 2019 AP magnet for the Food and Wine Fest. Yes.
AP meaning annual pass
Annual
holder.
pass holder. Yes. It's a magnet. No.
A good guess, though, because he's on everything.
He's on everything else.
Yeah.
Brian, time, trivia, or quotes?
Can I get that same one, please?
You can. Who is featured on the annual pass holder magnet as a chef on 2019?
Minnie.
Yes.
Correct.
Yay. She
Brian.
lost a
Was
race,
that
but she
trivia?
gained a pin.
Yeah,
Was that
she's on the
trivia?
marathon thing. She's got her own van.
Brian, time or quotes?
I'm going to do time again.
Oh, boy.
The same one.
Yeah, you want the same one? The first year the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival started?
96.
Yeah!
Hey!
Yeah, all right.
One more, Brian. We got quotes here.
All right, give it to me.
Cameron, you were born in what, 98?
Here we go.
No.
I thought you just turned 21.
No, I turned 22.
Oh.
12.
Brian, as it stands, you get a half-full cup of the cheesiest and best soup ever created and a warm pretzel roll to dip.
yes.
We can't justify the price for the portion, even if it is continuously one of the best tasting items at Food and Wine.
Oh,
That was the review for which booth?
their food is so
It's
good.
got to be.
You seriously have to go like far and wide.
I don't want to
get
get bold at it. It's got to be Germany.
What the French toast?
No.
Come on.
Adam, back to you. Time, trivia, or quotes?
No, you can't.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat? I got the interference again.
Sure. Time, audio, or quotes? Which category?
Quotes, but do you think I could get multiple choice? Because I'm doing badly in any category I pick out of these three, to be honest.
Sure.
We appreciate your honesty.
As it stands, you get a half-full cup of the cheesiest and best soup ever created in a warm pretzel roll to dip. We can't justify the price for the portion, even if it is continuously one of the best-tasting items at Food and Wine. Is this Canada, or Canada?
Ooh, make sure you pronounce it correctly.
Canada, you just...
Yes, you Canada!
All right. All right, you got the quotes.
Canada.
Time or audio, Adam?
All right. I say time because I don't know any of the bands.
Because we're running out of it.
All right. Hops and Barley makes its festival debut. 2005, 2006, or 2007?
2005.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right. Now
That's
he gets an audio, Michelle.
Okay.
Here we go.
Fabulous. Ready for this?
What band performed this song, Adam?
I'm so excited. Oh, snap. You got this, Brian.
Adam.
Adam.
Brian Adams.
Brian Adams is not the band.
I heard the name Zach mentioned, so I'm going to say, is it Zach Williams?
Ooh,
No.
good try.
Okay.
Not
Mandy, time, trivia, or places. Two of your competitors are only one pie piece away.
You got this, Mandy.
They're creeping up on you.
Time.
Time. Let's see.
It's more like closing
Mandy,
time.
What was the first year the festival began in August?
What?
Instead of
real
September?
Well, it used to start in September.
Oh,
and then
okay.
It kept
They
creeping
keep-
up and up in
yeah.
recent
Oh, okay.
years.
Cameron was born by then.
Yes, correct.
Almost sure Cameron was
I'm pretty
legal
sure we
to
all,
vote by
yeah.
then.
I have to say, Cameron was born the year I graduated high school. I've become that person.
That's all right.
You had to say it, didn't you?
Really?
Nick gave a big hint there. Cameron was able to vote.
Okay.
Math.
2000. $15.
Oh!
So close.
We should be doing multiple choice for all these dates.
Yeah.
I
That
should.
would be very helpful.
All right.
Nick, you have the answer. Just put a year on like either two above, two below, or right in the middle. Yeah.
Jesse, time, trivia, food, places, quotes.
But if you're going to do that, you have to ask it to Mandy again, though.
Well, we'll
Saying.
get her there.
Okay.
Jesse.
Let's do quotes.
Did anybody get the? Oh no, let's see. Yeah,
That's not the name of the band.
I guess you're right, but I feel like it's giving something away. We didn't sing the chorus. We only sang the part leading up to
Well, I'm sorry. It's stuck in my head now.
it. Oh, well, skibbity bop bop, cool it over there.
They already got the pieces, I think.
Did anyone get the Sanaa one yet? No. One
No.
gets that one, right? All right, let's do this one again. This is basically a beginner version of the bread service from Sanaa. Sure, the dips are really good and the bread tastes freshly made, but nothing compares to the gigantic portion replete with 9 dips from Sanaa. Where might you find something Sanaa-ish? The bread service-ish. What country?
India.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Wow. Was it a lightning round?
Time, trivia, food, or places?
Let's do time.
All right. Time.
Are we multiple choicing it?
Yes.
Okay.
Multiple choices. The last year Norway had its own marketplace booth. Was that 1998, 2000 or 2002?
Ooh.
2002.
Nope.
What do you mean by marketplace?
They have a marketplace, a booth.
Yeah,
Marketplace
they don't
booth.
have their own booth anymore.
Yeah.
I said marketplace booth.
I know, but I'm just
Brian, you
clarifying.
need quotes. Here you go. Okay, what country was this in? They are slicing the meats fresh right here in the booth before assembling this brilliance in a cone. No, you can't eat the cone, but you can eat all the cheese and olives and meats packed into it.
I've had this.
Spain.
Yeah!
Yeah!
That's it, Brian wins! Brian!
Play him out.
We're proud of you, Brian.
Wow. I thought we were going with Hanson there, but all right.
A couple of the interesting ones I ever missed. Candy sushi is what you can make in the sunshine seasons. I think that was the more interesting.
Clearly
one.
Canada
By the
on
way,
the soup.
They actually wanted me to try to do this one. Pasta gratin with ham, onions, and cheese. Is it Castagarwin, Schnickenulin, or veal cholesterolin?
Cholesterol? That's definitely not it.
Oh, so many names I can't do this.
My golly
Thank you to
jeepers.
everybody, playing
Contestants,
Jesse, Brian.
stay on the line so we can get your information, please.
Are we going to a break? What are we doing?
You guys will all get some core bucks for playing tonight, which you can redeem for prizes, and I think Alicia will let you know how that is all done.
Are we ending hour one?
Yes, let's end hour one. We'll be back with hour two. We have Weird World Showcase.
Oh, you still can't get it right.
Yes.
And discussion about top 7 lands at Walt Disney World. Stay tuned.
We all know that planning a trip to Walt Disney World can be tough work. I mean, how do you even book a Fast Pass? And what's a dining plan anyway? Well, why not let the most magical theme park character help you along the way? Presenting Cornac, your one-stop app for Disney planning. WDWNT's Cornac is a revolutionary new digital experience that actually predicts and modifies your vacation for you. All you have to do is pair Cornac with your Magic Band and bank account, and presto! Cornac will save you from hundreds of poor choices. Did you plan to eat at Tony's Town Square at the Magic Kingdom? Well, Cornac will cancel that reservation, give it a 1-star Yelp review, and text the waitstaff to dump your food in the trash where it belongs. Why? Because Cornac knows what's best. Not sure what to do with your day at Hollywood Studios? Cornac will automatically set up your itinerary and you'll get exclusive experiences, such as crying a single tear for the Great Movie Ride, or a fan favorite, loudly complaining about how the Backlot Express has no real props anymore. And while you're having all this fun, Cornac will automatically send negative tweets about the whole experience for you. Why let other apps steal your personal data and lead you in the wrong direction when Cornac can do all of that and more?
My family and I had no idea what we were missing until Cornac planned our trip for us. Now, we're chained to the Mary Blair mural at the Contemporary, and we're fighting off the Incredibles. What a unique experience. Thanks, Cornac.
So when it comes to having fun, trust the man with the big gold turban. Isn't that right, Cornac?
A rather enjoyable time that only gets you occasionally arrested. What is the product of using WDWNT's Cornac app?
Haha, that's right, Cornac. Available on the dark web today.
While you're enjoying the program you're listening to or watching right now, did you know that WDWNT.com has even more original programs you could be enjoying? Like
Dreamfinders is WDW News Today's podcast all about the creative culture surrounding Disney parks. Curious what it's like to read poetry about the Haunted Mansion? Well, we've talked to someone who has. How about what it takes to actually build a Disney castle? We've chatted with a guy who did just that. Authors, Imagineers, dancers, actors, photographers, filmmakers, and a whole lot more have all stopped by to chat about how Disney has inspired their artistic work. Dreamfinders. Episodes drop every other Tuesday on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcatcher.
4 panelists, 30 minutes, 1 week in Disney Parks news. This is Parks Center. On Parks Center, the panel and I cover the top 7...
7?
Yeah, 7 Disney Parks stories of the past week. From attraction news to transportation scandals to new food and merchandise, we'll cover it all in 30 minutes or less. You can watch us stream live every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. at WDWNtunes.com, watch episodes on demand at youtube.com/WDWNT, or subscribe to the audio version of the show on your favorite podcast app.
Ride Rehab is the podcast of ridiculously reskinning, refurbishing, and even removing Disney attractions, shows, areas, and parks. Can we cram Star Wars or Marvel into anything else? Just listen and find out. Visit riderehab.com to start listening now. That's riderehab.com.
WDWNT Nerd Alert is the podcast that encompasses all things Marvel and Star Wars in a fun and entertaining format. On each episode, we take a look at the latest news, provide reviews for the latest feature films, inform you about what is going on in the comic book world, and discuss and debate original topics pertaining to the worlds of Marvel, Star Wars, and beyond. Find us on various podcast applications by searching for WDWNT Nerd Alert.
The WDW News Today podcast is the one that started them all. Join us for comprehensive history segments, heated debates, epic countdowns, and more from the Disney theme parks around the globe. Just search for WDW News Today in whatever podcast service you choose.
Last but certainly not least is WDWNT's premiere show, WDW News Tonight. Join us every Thursday night at 9 p.m. for a live, weekly audio and video show that combines the latest headlines, comedy, trending vacation topics, call-in games, and in-depth discussions to bring Disney fans a one-of-a-kind 2-hour program covering the Disney parks. If you can't catch the show live, you can always watch it later on YouTube or listen to it through your desired podcast service.
Get more info on all of these shows and more online at WDWNT.com, the worldwide leader in Disney parks news and entertainment.
Welcome back to Hour 2 of WDW News Tonight. That was a very long Parks Pursuit. That might have been our longest yet.
I think that's the longest.
It was
I mean,
tough.
Trivial Pursuit is a long game.
It is. It is, but that was tough. That was food and wine themed and not, we tried to make it, a little easier with those hints in there. But, yeah, the meow. I love the meow. How did you not get the meow, Mandy? Yeah. Yeah, it's hard. So,
well, and most people aren't named Cat, just saying.
I think Tom's back next week unless he decides to run off somewhere else. I might get punished next week for playing with the pens. I don't know.
Yeah. Did you guys notice
that
they got taken away?
Oh, you decide? She's good.
Wow.
I'm gonna recommend you get a raise. That was good.
She just decided to do it.
Tom, she's a keeper. Yeah. She's keeping your pens safe. I tried to go get a Haunted Mansion mug out of the case. She stopped me from doing that, too. You should see what she has to stop Pete from doing.
Boy.
Yeah. So Tom's back next week. So we'll be here next few weeks. We do have, of course, we're getting closer to our Reflections event, Reflections of Forever. That's coming up September 28th, 29th, 30th, and October 1st. Fun event. So, that's coming up soon. So we're really excited to see everybody who's coming down for that event. And very sad that, we're in the last month of Illuminations here. So taking advantage of it. I know I'm going to try to be there as much as possible over the next couple weeks.
I can't do Tuesday, but I can do Wednesday. Just can't do Tuesday.
All right, fair enough.
Because we had decided that we would make Tuesdays our Illuminations night.
Illuminations night, yeah.
I have a work thing.
A work thing. Sure. Also, if you want to join this great studio audience and play games in person like Mandy did tonight, you could get your tickets now at WDWNT.com/WDW News Tonight. Head there, $2 donation for the tickets there. So we're going to bring in a couple segments here. The first thing, I think we're going to do your new segment first.
Do you want, well, he already is ready, so you should
I
just...
think we should probably do the news segment first.
Yeah, he's prepping for his.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I have to set up, so y'all got to talk about something.
Well,
Wait,
yeah,
what?
we'll just...
You want to go get the ice and put it in the shaker and get some cups?
Oh, how much setup do you have to do? Do you need some time?
Oh, things we should have done during the break. Good.
All right, so we can
Let's
take
I had to walk all the way down the hall
All right,
to
let's
go.
take that quick commercial break. That was planned. I didn't.
We
I
planned
didn't
another
realize it.
commercial break.
Yeah,
just
just real
came out of
quick.
commercial.
Just real quick. We got to do this segment. It was.
Do you want to do psychotic comments or food?
The psychotic comments are over here if you want to read them while I
Yeah, we didn't
go
plan
set
this
it
very
up.
well. We didn't plan this out
I can
very
do.
well.
If you
Just
want to
do
set
your
up,
food and
I'll do whatever you want. I'm just trying to buy time instead of going right back into a commercial break.
All right, let's do our food, and then Michelle can set up while we're eating the Weird World.
Because I
Showcase
can't
food
eat
of the
it,
week.
so
All
I
right,
might as
'cause
well.
Michelle can't eat it because it probably does it have gluten, Pete? I don't know. We sent Pete out to get us the Weird World Showcase item of the week.
Yeah, I was tasked very last minute, but I was able to pull something together. I was in the World Showcase.
Yeah.
And there's this spot everyone's been talking about.
I'm excited.
Okay. Or
via
just,
Napoli, and everyone is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
Weird.
I bet you know this, but they have some weird items there.
Like toppings put on
Yeah, like
pizza? Is it
really weird toppings, and you can do all this crazy stuff.
Yeah. I'm excited to see what you got. Now, does it has gluten probably?
It does. I believe it has gluten. But I brought non-gluten drinks for Michelle. But
Nice.
Michelle can watch us eat. She's busy in the back. Well, she might if she's still alive.
So I'm excited to see what you got us from Via Napoli.
So there's actually 4 variations. This is going to be a pizza pie. And what I had them do was do some crazy stuff all around. Then add 2 different types of meat. So one side is meatball and one side is grilled chicken. But then I had them do sauces and extras the opposite way. So that way you have 4 different types of pizza on one pie.
Lots of flavor profiles here.
Yes. So as you can see, this is clearly from Via Napoli.
Via Napoli.
Yep. I'll just do a close up. This is exactly how they do their boxes.
That's so authentic.
Yeah. You know what? It's a personal touch.
Yeah.
That's what I really appreciate.
It's authentically
So here we go.
Napoleon.
This is you can tell lots of goodness here. I'll bring it right up close for you.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
That looks delicious.
I hate this so much.
So
authentically from Italy.
yeah. So this is gonna be weird.
At the World Showcase at Epcot.
Let me read you some of the ingredients that are on this bad boy. Absolutely, Michelle. You
Closer
want
over here, Pete. Come
Yeah.
on. Why are you way over there?
You're right. You're right.
Either,
You're
huh?
right. You're right. So let's manja, as they say.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm excited to try this Weird World Showcase item.
Do we have room? Can I slide this next to you for one moment? I'll just move these and I'll put it right there. You can bring it right back if you want. Oh yeah. So grab yourself a plate.
yeah.
Please, Cameron. I know you're excited about it.
I hate this.
No, you love it. You're excited about it.
I can come over here. Why not?
Yeah, so
Bring
let
your-
me just
bring your
read
chair
off
around.
some
We
of this
can all
fun
get
stuff
together.
here. So on this pie, there's half Italian meatball and half grilled chicken, and then the rest of the pie, there's a little bit of garlic pesto everywhere, a little mozzarella, goat cheese. I bet you that's
Mozzarella.
something that's pretty exciting stuff.
I pronounced that one.
Yeah,
Goat cheese, real weird.
Yep, applewood bacon. So you're not talking about pear wood or mango wood. This is applewood bacon. Mushrooms. Give it a nice little earthy texture.
Super exotic.
Some fresh basil, some oregano. But then we did a little balsamic drizzle and we did a little ranch drizzle.
Everything.
And it's all kind of mixed up. So every slice will taste different from the next.
right,
So
can
choose carefully. Yeah, go. Get in there. Pretty weird stuff.
So you're going for the balsamic glaze first.
I think so.
I think
Balsamic,
I
and it
might.
looks
I
like
might
balsamic
do
and with the chicken,
same.
not with the meatball, it looks like.
Where are the meatballs on
So
this
these
side?
are the meatballs.
Yeah, this is the ranch side though. There's a ranch side and a balsamic side.
Oh, yeah, that's how they did it. They were supposed to mix it up. But there's other ingredients mixed in. What are you going for?
Oh my goodness.
I'm going for a balsamic too.
All right, then I'm going to do the other one.
Yeah, I'm not a big ranch guy. If I can-
I'm not a big put all these ingredients together guy at all, but, this is weird stuff.
This is from Via Napoli.
Shout out to Via Napoli.
World
Yeah.
Showcase. Italy.
Oh, yeah, this is definitely, this might look like other places you've seen at Walt Disney World,
Yeah.
but no, this is definitely Via Napoli.
Wow.
Yeah, for sure. I'm going for the ranch
This is
meatball.
amazing. So now,
This is really good too.
I know.
I got a meatball and I have grilled chicken on here. This is
You threw everything on here.
this is just the kitchen sink. You guys want some?
So you went to find the weirdest food item and you came back with pizza?
The question from the audience
That's what I said.
The question from the audience was, Pete, how are you so good at your job? And to answer that question is it just comes naturally. So yes, I don't know how to answer it without sounding, braggadocious. I want to stay humble.
Look,
But this is weird. Nick, am I right?
it is.
Yeah.
We look. What happened was, we had a different item from Japan, but it wasn't weird enough, and so I left it at home on purpose because it wasn't weird enough, and I didn't want to. I didn't want to try to trick our audience in any way and pretend it was weird. So I had Pete. He was already at Epcot.
Yeah, I mean,
Right, when I called you.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, that's what the sign said.
And he was like, I'm walking by Italy right now. Let me go into the Italy pavilion at Epcot and get this pizza from Via Napoli.
Pete, you're not in the shot.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah,
And then I walked in. I just said, give me the weirdest stuff you got. And
yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I thought this would be worse with how much stuff is on it. There's no red sauce on this at all either. I'm gonna do the other side.
What was the
Is
base?
it just dry pizza?
It was no.
I can't taste
It
what a
was
base might be. Is it like a?
It was like a garlic pesto base.
Sounds delightful.
Was there anchovies at Via Napoli? That's pretty weird.
I brought him over there.
Not offered to the public. I think they had just ran out before I got there.
Oh, okay. You're smiling at me in a really suspicious way, so I don't know what that actually means, but okay.
All right, well, thank you, Pete. Weird World
You're
Showcase item of the week.
So weird. It says Blaze Pizza on the bottom of this sign. It's so weird. that it says
Wow.
Blaze
It means
Pizza.
because they blaze it fresh for you.
Oh, blazed fresh pizza.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
that
you
makes a
know,
lot
they
more sense.
actually do make a gluten-free.
Really?
Oh, we should have went to Blaze.
We should have went to Blaze. Why did I go all the way to Epcot? It's such a further walk and out of the way. Oh, and I could have
And
gone
they have
vegan.
vegan.
Oh, I dropped the ball. Why'd you make me go all the way to Epcot when I could have just gone to Disney Springs?
Because it's the Weird World Showcase
Oh.
item
I
of
had
the
to
week.
get it.
If we went to Blaze, it would have been all
It would have
wrong.
been just, yeah, you're right. If we went to Blaze, it wouldn't have been that weird.
We do not want to mislead the audience.
Yes. But again,
Never.
another home run segment here in the World Showcase item of the
Way to
week.
go,
Knocked it
Pete.
out of the park.
You're the real MVP.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Speaking
now,
of
now
food-
it's time to introduce our brand new segment to WDW News Tonight. I have no idea if it's going to last fast tonight, but we got permission to debut this new segment tonight. Michelle's been itching to do something on her own and come up with her own creation. So we have a new segment here called Drinking with Michelle.
Yes, you've got cooking with Nick, so drinking with Michelle. Thank you. Thank you, Mandy.
Thank you. All right.
So I decided to, since we were doing the weird showcase food, why not do a weird world showcase drink? It sounds weird, but apparently it's very common and a lot of people like it. So I'm going to make for you the Welsh Dragon, which is from the Rose and Crown.
I heard it's really from Disney Springs.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this checks out.
So your first ingredient is 1 part peach schnapps. So I'm just going to do it with a little measuring cup here. So 1 shot of peach schnapps.
Our resident mixologist.
1 shot of Midori. And yes, 1 shot of creme de menthe.
When you say shot, are you doing an ounce, ounce and a half, or 2 ounces?
I'm doing this much.
For those at home not watching, it's that much.
This much. And then I'm doing, I don't know,
I believe that is a 1 ounce pour.
the bigger size?
Oh, the bigger side should be an ounce and a half.
Okay, I'm doing 1.5 ounces then. 3 parts orange juice. Thank you, Mandy. And then 2 parts pineapple.
That's right.
So, I mean, if you have all the ingredients at home, you can make this too. It's very easy.
Go to a supermarket.
So that was it. 1 part peach schnapps, 1 part Midori, 1 part creme de menthe, 3 parts orange juice, and then 2 parts pineapple. And shake it. I wish we had shake music.
Shake,
shake, shake,
shake them out. Shake your body right. Work, Sonora. Shake.
I can see myself and I look ridiculous. All right, so who wants to try it?
Well, all of us.
Okay.
Yeah.
All of the members of the team. There you go.
Cam, you down?
Now, those who
Yeah,
have had
I
it, this
just
is served
turned,
as a drink in a
yeah,
souvenir
yeah,
cup,
okay.
correct? Yes. So
Oh, it's
we're doing it more like a shot. Because it's drinking with Michelle.
Just put this over here for now. You guys are hungry. Go for it.
She can have a glass of orange juice. I will pour her
Just
some
the
orange
orange
juice. Yes, just the orange juice.
Any less?
Yeah.
All right.
What the French toast? What? Oops. That's all right. The alcohol is. I'm gonna get the gist. Well,
Cheers.
You ready?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's see what it tastes like.
cheers.
That is quite refreshing,
It's like minty.
Whoa.
right?
Interesting.
I think the cream de mint hits
That
you
really
first.
powers
Yeah, a lot of
everything. Yeah.
I don't taste the melon.
Goes great with that Via Napoli pizza I just ate.
an orange candy
Orange
cane.
candy cane.
It's fair. That's a
I don't
fair
think so much
I want
evaluation.
to kiss someone after this because I feel like there's so much mint
Yeah.
left over in my mouth.
Maybe I was heavy on the mint. Here, let me.
Just like it smells like, not in a bad way. It smells like mouthwash.
But not in a bad way,
That
though.
would be the mint.
Yeah, not like overly alcoholic.
I would do,
mouthwash.
yeah. So
Yes,
if I was, from my old bartending days,
But see, I'm not getting a lot of orange.
no, you don't want
I
too
got
much
the-
orange. You
the
don't want a
mint
lot of, you don't want a lot of
first.
acidity. You want more of a
There's
peach schnapps
pineapple.
and
I
Midori.
got
Did
pineapple.
you do this yet?
No, no.
It's a 1, 2, 3. This is gonna be a 1 pour. So this is like.
So this
bartending
is
for
now
anyone watching.
drinking with Pete.
No, this is well. So this is
Bartending with
anyone
Pete.
Wants to know the fast way to bartend? It's a count. So
Yeah,
it's a
I
1,
used
2,
to
3.
do that.
Yeah, so you're gonna do a little splash of this.
But it's more fun to watch somebody pour into that.
Well, we did that already. That was fun.
Now it's time for Pete.
Yeah, let's get in there. Come on. Let's do the fries.
Shake it. There you go. Get those biceps going.
All right, here we go.
All right. Wait, I got to drink this so I
Nope, this
can
is why I
compare
only
the
pour
two.
myself a safe amount. I want to encourage everyone to drink responsibly at home.
I really like it because it's not Jelly Roll sweet.
No.
You know, I thought it was gonna be super sweet
Yeah,
when I saw
but it's not.
the Midori and the pineapple.
All right, how's your mix?
You still get mint. I mean, but it's cut a little bit more. I would just do a splash of mint.
Yeah, the mint's really forward.
Very strong, but it's not bad. Oh, I also
It's still
didn't-
really good,
no,
though.
You did the Midori.
Yeah, I
Was
did
that the
Midori.
Welsh Dragon?
Yes, the
Dragon.
Welsh
All right.
Dragon at the Rose and Crown.
Nice job.
Yay, new segment.
All right, drinking with
Drink
Michelle. Cheers.
Cheers, everyone 21 and older.
All right, let's take a quick commercial break, Cameron. We'll gather the crew. We'll come back with, we're doing top 7 tonight. Top 7 best
Yes, 7.
lands at Walt Disney World when we get back.
Woo! Yeah. News tonight.
Yeah, you got Pete's version.
Round up barbecue. Come on, it's time to eat. Round up barbecue. A big old slab of meat. For the folks at Woody's Lunchbox, come the whole new restaurant. It's all Roundup Rodeo Barbecue. You know, we save so much money not building fancy city folk things like shade, nice tables and chairs, or even a third register that we can now expand to a new location just steps away in Andy's backyard. It's time for Burt Brisket. It's the very best. It's the biggest capacity afterthought in the Wild Wild West. Our new barbecue corral serves up favorites that fell off of Andy's mom's grill right onto the ground and then into your plate. And they taste like it too. Is that coffee crusted steak or is that just dirt? Well, there's only one way to find out. So mosey on down to the Rodeo Barbecue. Just swing a big left on past that arch with the logo made in a high school graphic design class and get ready to have what we call smoked ribs. Yeehaw! Roundup Barbecue. Bob Chapek's latest scheme. Roundup Barbecue. The tables aren't even themed. Everyone comes running to the only building that can be seen. It's the hastiest, cheapest edition from that robot who's mean. Overcooked pulled pork.
So, You're at Disney Springs. There's nothing like a nice lunch and a little shopping, is there? But then the sun goes down. What are you to do? Stay right where you are. Entertainment. Nightlife. There's no place more happening on the super southwest side of Orlando than Disney Springs. You and your bros out to find some hot single chicas at 8:30 p.m.? Head on over to Raglan Road Irish Pub and dance the night away to covers of Bruno Mars songs with a fiddle.
They're always after me, Lucky Charms.
Or fly on down to Jock Lindsay's Hangar Bar. They're themed like the 1930s. No! But they got the best bangers direct from the playlist at your local American Eagle.
Yes!
And just because the moon is out, it doesn't mean you can't still get your shopping on. Check out Crystal Arts by Erebus Brothers. They got lots of stuff made of glass your mom never would have let you touch. But where is she now? That's right, in a nursing home. Touch away, baby. You looking for a wilder time? Cheese and wine experience at Terralina.
Mamma mia!
Cheese.
Wow.
Experience. It's so extreme, it'll melt your face off. Now it's 11:45 and your soup's wasted on cheese and glass breaking. Where do you get a nightcap? Move that keister down to Enzo's Hideaway. It's like a real-life speakeasy because nobody can seem to find it. What a wild night on Disney property. And you're back in bed by 1, just in time to catch 2 hours of sleep before you get in line for Galaxy's Edge. Disney Springs. It's your place to be, I guess. Suck it, City Walk!
Music.
Oh, you can't hear it.
Color compliments are coming back from the commercial.
And we're back.
No.
Well, no. That's fine.
It's fine when it's cut.
Welcome back to WDW News Tonight. Our speaker fell asleep, like probably most of the audience. That's all right.
Yeah, it went to, it went to sleep.
Inactivity, it goes.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Is it not like
It's all
that
good.
game?
Not you. It just, yeah, it just does.
It went to from green to red.
Thank you for joining us, but you got to turn it off then back on. I got you. Go ahead. All right.
But you could
And
zoom
Well, the
your
music's
camera
over
into,
with.
hopefully you guys enjoyed our new segment,
We're so
Drinking with
professional.
Michelle. If you guys did, let us know. We could continue and do some more.
I have a couple that I like drink recipes that I have ready to go if y'all
Thank
approve
goodness.
of it.
Yeah. Now, I said we should use one of Tom's themed mugs over there to make it real, but
we dropped it on the way over. Sorry about that, Tom.
It went the way of the pens.
So, in the World Showcase Food of the Week, thanks Pete as well. So, we
And
have
via Napoli. Thanks.
We have
via
our segment
Napoli.
tonight. It is a fan favorite. It's called Top 7. We bring on 7 panelists.
7.
And we debate the top 7 of something at Walt Disney World. And this week we are doing the top 7 lands at Walt Disney World. This is kind of inspired off of the new Epcot themed neighborhoods, right? So everybody's talking about those neighborhoods at Epcot.
Oh, there's a theme to this?
there-
Did I not theme it properly?
No, I thought you gave me one.
I did, but it wasn't themed to Epcot's.
No,
No, it doesn't have to be
any
Epcot.
land.
No, it got inspired this discussion.
Oh!
Yeah, it's just they came out with 4
My
new
bad.
lands.
It was
Now we're
alright.
talking about the lands of
Give
Walt
me
Disney
some
World.
Midori and I'm
So to
all
give you some idea and background, like in Animal Kingdom you have Africa, Asia. In in Magic Kingdom you have Tomorrowland, Frontierland. Epcot, now you have the new neighborhoods World Showcase, and then over at Hollywood Studios you have Sunset Boulevard. You guys don't talk about
Gotcha,
Toy Story Land, Galaxy's Edge, yada yada yada.
Okay.
All right, very
Thanks,
good.
Pete.
So I know, obviously, we have the 4 of us here. We have 3 WDWNT staff members on the line with us. I know we have Alicia and Tyler, and who else do we have?
Ashley.
Ashley, thanks for joining us. All 3 of you.
Can you hear them?
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Alicia.
Hi.
Tyler.
Tyler.
Oh, hello from Canada.
Yes, you
I'm
Canada.
unmuted.
And
Ashley, thanks for being here.
Hey.
Hey, y'all.
You guys ever had this really wacky food from the World Showcase? This pizza? Any of you?
No.
Oh, give it a
Yeah,
try.
that's what I want.
Expand your horizons.
Pizza.
Yep. All right, so we're talking the top 7 lands at Walt Disney World. So this is where we go down one at a time. You give us your land that you're putting into the top 7, and then we're going to debate the order of the list. All right. So we're going to start off with you, Tyler. Which land did you pick as your favorite land in all of Walt Disney World?
I thought long and hard because I'm sure we all have our own criteria for what makes the land a top land. I'm going based on just like theming and immersion, and I'm not going to say Pandora. I shouldn't have worn this shirt. I'm going to say Asia in Animal Kingdom. I think it is so beautiful. Like you can spend so much time just looking at all like the fake signs and the architecture, and you got so many like little hidden details that there's just signs that say Anandapur, which is the sort of fake region you're supposed to be in Asia, or the city area, whatever it's called. There's tons of that just hidden in like sewer grates, and just like there's like water pipes sticking out of like the ground that say like Anandapur like water services, like all these just little touches. And then when you get into like the Everest area, just all like the first thing you see as you walk in, depending on where you're coming from, you see Everest in the distance, and you make that long shot to close up kind of walk over to the entryway of that attraction. And that just, I would say this land, just because of the queues, like the queue for Cali and Everest are so worth it. There's so much detail and beautiful theming in there. Like I wish I could have like half the backpacks that you see like hanging up around the land. They look really cool and they're so well themed. And I don't know what's for sale in the Everest gift shop, because everything is so well themed there, and there's so many like just things they collected, and I can't tell what's stuff they actually brought from Asia and stuff that they made or replicated. But it's such a beautiful land. I love like the food truck that's painted with like the intricate patterns. I could go for like an hour talking about how amazing and gorgeous Asia is. But that's
the paintings like that you were saying when you go through the I can't think of the name of it, but when you're looking at the cats, what's it called? Like the walking tour.
The Maharaja.
The Maharaja.
The Maharaja
Jungle Trek. Maharaja Jungle Trek is beautiful.
The like paintings that are just sort of like faux faded. And
that a lot of people just miss too, because they just walk right past them looking at tigers. But I mean, it is a gorgeous walk.
Yeah,
it's really pretty.
Yeah. All the posters and everything. I love the Cali River Rapids queue. It's a ride that it's probably one of the rides I go on the least, but because the ride itself is so bland.
Ugh.
Like it's.
I've never been on the ride, but I've been in the queue.
Really?
I've waited for other people, so I've like gone.
Why have you
the
never
back
gone on
way.
it? Are you allergic to water? Like, what's the?
Nobody that I've ever gone to a park with wanted to go on.
All right, we're going tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
There's no wait. This week's been amazing.
Yeah, I bet. All right.
Good pick, though, Tyler.
That is a good pick.
Yeah.
That is a fantastic pick.
It's well thought out.
It's really funny.
Cali never has a wait either, and people just like barrel through the line just to get to the ride. But there's so much detail, and like the amount of like, I'm a graphic designer. I know how long it takes to make a graphic. the amount of graphic design work just to make like posters, and no, I don't make anything.
I mean,
no, but you're right. Just the little things and how they're faded and they're peeling off the poles to make it seem like it's been there for 100 years.
That's awesome.
Is incredible.
I mean, Toy Story Land has the same thing.
Of course, except that's supposed to be someone's backyard for like a year. No, it's amazing. And I'll back you up. Well, we can talk about this later on, but I'm saying like even like the things you don't even realize how big the Asia is. Like the fact that you have the monkey swinging around. That's where you watch, Reflections. That's where you Nemo. There's so much in that corner, and then the live entertainment and the restaurants too. Yak and Yeti is in Asia, which is a delicious restaurant.
Great
Thirsty
restaurant.
River Bar is one of the best bars. Definitely check out Thirsty River Bar.
Is that where you get the glowing? drinks for rivers?
I don't do glowing drinks, but they
That's
do.
where they sell them. No,
I don't know where glowing drinks are, but they'll make you anything you want, and they'll do a double for an extra $2. So
All
it's
right.
a great spot to check out.
Okay.
Nice
Drinking with
tip.
Pete.
Yeah.
Yeah. But good pick, Tyler.
All right, Alicia. What land did you pick as your favorite land?
It's actually really funny because I was thinking about Asia, and then I was like, nah, that'll be number 2 and takes mine. But I picked Adventureland in Magic Kingdom, obviously. So what I love about this land is that, especially when you're walking from Hub, it just like it's such a story where everything starts to change, everything's wooden, you start getting those background sounds in, and then it slowly turns into a jungle. You've got the beautiful treehouse, and then you walk in a little bit more, and then it turns into different looking bazaar with, like the Aladdin carpets, and you've got Jungle Cruise, and like, sure, none of that's like cohesive or whatever, but it all still fits in with that theme, and it just feels like one different adventure story as you're walking throughout the land. And I just feel like all of their like little tiny details, just, I don't know, it makes me so happy when I'm walking through it.
Yeah, I agree with what you said. Like when you're on the bridges coming in from, if you're coming from Main Street and you just walk over that bridge, like you said, you immediately get the atmosphere, the sounds, and then you start to see the different foliage. And I think I agree with you. I think they did a really good job with that.
Well, it's when they cared about transitions
Yes.
between lands.
True.
And that's when they cared about sight lines and what you could see from each different land, and that reveal you get when you walk into the land and while you're walking through the land, and how you actually experience the land as you walk through. It's not just a land to be a land's sake. It's all planned out in what you're going to see and experience as you walk through it. Yeah,
Right,
And
like when
I
you're
love.
going-
I mean, I do. I'm in the minority here, but like I don't know, but I mean, I love it because I love how they've integrated different things into it, like the pirate Legend of the Seven Seas, or whatever they call it. Now. It has a
Pirates
really-
of the Caribbean?
No, Pirates Seven Seas, the game that you can play like.
Pirate map. Okay.
Yeah, calm down, Pete.
Yeah, that classic.
Yeah, that pirate thingy that they have there. Oh no! I just love that they were able to integrate other, some things into the land too, and make it seamless.
Yeah.
Well, and even
Like spitting
like,
camels
I have
from
like
Hollywood
this really
Studios.
like a
Watch out, they spit.
no, leave the camels alone. When you're walking from Crystal Palace and then you kind of like make that little turn, and then that's the start of Adventureland. Like if you look at the handrails, like they slowly start to change color, and it's like those really small, tiny Disney details that they used to care about. I wish they just still did, because that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Bring back Imagineering.
All right, Ashley, what land did you pick as your favorite?
So I came really close to going with Tyler's also. I love Asia, as I've ranted about it before. Everest is my favorite ride.
Preach.
But I actually went with Africa for my land.
Good
And
choice.
the big deciding factor for me was thinking about, I love them both, but you walk into Africa, and I think the big difference is Africa has so much more live entertainment going on right there, right as you walk in. You've either got acrobats or a band or the drummers or something. It all leads into the story, and it feels more lived in and more real, which I think actually enhances than going on the safari, even though they've abandoned most of the safari story. To me, it just feels more, I don't want to say authentic, but it adds that little bit more to Africa that I think Asia is still missing. They both have beautiful detail. You can look around for ages and find different little things. Well, I still call it Pangani. It's Gorilla Falls now. It's the name of the
Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail.
So just all those little you can look at and see. Animal Kingdom is on its own beautiful, but I think Africa is, in my opinion, the best land because it feels the most authentic, the most lived in, the most care I think was put into Africa versus the others.
Yeah, Harambe is very welcoming. I feel like they, like you were saying, when they launched it, they have Streetmosphere, they have performers. You feel like you're in a village,
you feel like you walk in and there's there's stuff going on in the village. You feel like you're walking into an African village, where Asia is beautiful. Don't get me wrong, but I think if they had more of that Streetmosphere, it would plus it that much more. And Africa has that.
Not only Streetmosphere, but probably one of the best shows on property with a festival of the Lion King.
Yeah.
The Dawa Bar, which is a
think
great
still the
spot.
highest.
Tusker House, which is an amazing character spot. You have, like you said, the live entertainment. The acrobats are insane, and the fact they do that in this heat several times a day. You have, I mean, obviously, like you also, I mean, you have the safari, which is huge. You have Planet Watch. There's so much going on in Africa. You have the whole Harambe Market. You have the drums. It's amazing. Africa is unbelievable. One of the best lands at Walt Disney World for sure.
Apparently one of the top 7.
Hey-o.
I did not. You know what I don't like. It's part of what you guys are talking about. That I don't like the Streetmosphere in Africa, just because I feel like it bottlenecks the traffic too much.
But that's the feeling
really
that
loud
you
and
get in
crazy.
Africa, supposedly.
Yeah, I don't want that when I'm
You
trying
can walk
to get
around
to
the
my
market
safari.
side, especially you as a veteran.
Yeah, you could cut through. Yeah.
That's why, I mean, it's a bottleneck for the people who don't know, but you could always go around the Harambe Market side and you can get
no
right up
one's
there.
ever in there. Yeah.
Well, the one outside there, unless someone's taking a picture in front of Fichwa Fellow or the beautiful quote on the wall, there's no one over there.
Bootleg Mickey is my favorite.
And I'm pretty sure that's like a half K, Mr. I Run Marathons.
That's true.
I almost said Africa, given like Ashley, that walk we took like late at night during '89 from Pandora into Africa.
Yeah.
It's like I'm still floored every time I see it, with the water just so still and the reflections of all the buildings. It's beautiful there.
I
It's
was
funny,
very
no-
torn between the two.
None of you sent me duplicate lands. Like I didn't have to ask.
Just
for-
crazy that.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It is weird. Michelle,
I don't like my answer anymore.
you're next. You can give a different answer. on the fly.
I picked Liberty Square because there's poop in the street.
Big fan.
Very
of-
authentic.
They have Muppets. Liberty Square's okay.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
All right, here we
No,
go.
I mean, what I had originally said was the original Future World at Epcot. You know, when there was Horizons and World of Motion and, you know, Communicore.
Yeah.
Like that really, to me, felt like it was a future world. Like you got to see the past, but then you also got to see where we were going. It took you on a journey. It was infotainment. I'm a nerd. I like that stuff.
No, and that was cool then. There's just no way to show you the future easily now. It's too fast.
Yeah. I mean, I loved the future from the 50s in Horizons. Like, come on. I want to live there. That's where we should be right now.
Yeah.
We should have flying cars.
Oh, we're close.
And
stuff. I agree with you. I mean, it's one of the best lands I think ever built. I mean, it was super fun to explore, and it had some of the most amazing attractions that Imagineering has
But like,
built. But
think back to when you were little and Communicore and the robot was talking and he was asking you questions. Like,
Yeah,
that was
Cameron,
mind-blowing.
think back to when you were little and there was Future World and Communicore.
I was laughing. Oh. I
missed
didn't
out.
either. Like, you guys are talking about this stuff, and I've seen YouTube videos, I guess, of like history, and that's about it.
Oh, you should
This
have
is where
been
you're
there.
cutting out
It
half
was
the audience,
great.
Michelle, by
Yeah,
going back
sorry,
that
I'm
far.
an old lady. It's fine.
Yeah.
I can
But like,
vaguely
oh my
remember.
gosh, even at the land, like where Soren is now, you used to have Bonnie Appetit. Like, you used to have Kitchen Cabaret, and then after that was Food Rocks, and you learned about food and where it came from, and it was fun, and you sang along. And
And now you just learn about food here on the show.
why is Soren
Comes
in
from
the? I
Italy.
mean, because you're soaring over the land, I guess.
Yeah.
There's no
You're
air
not doing
pavilion.
anything.
Edutainment is
I
a
don't
thing
know.
of
I
the
like to
past.
learn. Sorry.
No, I'm a big fan of edutainment as well. It factors into my answer as well, so I appreciate your answer.
What is your answer, Pete?
Well, I mean, this is going to be the number one, so I don't know if you want me to spoil it, but here we go. The World Showcase. I was shocked that no one else picked the World Showcase. It's unfair that it gets its own land. You should just be able to pick one country. There's certain countries that are good enough to beat other lands around Walt Disney World. The fact that you can get all 11 in there. Listen, so going off edutainment is my first piece, is that this is a fun walk. At every single stop, there is the kid cot for young kids. There is attractions you can go on of all speeds. So you can go on a nice relaxing boat ride, which is fun with almost no wait most of the year. You can go over to Norway. You can go on the Frozen ride, which is fun for everybody of all ages. You have the films. You have Ratatouille coming in. You have obviously like a new Mary Poppins something coming in. There's so much to do in the World Showcase. And then, again, edutainment, how you can learn and walk through each country. A lot of people cannot afford to go to all these countries, and you do get a piece of that. The fact that there are people from Italy and Italy, there are people from Morocco and Morocco, there's Canadians in Canada. It's amazing. You see their accents, you get to talk with them. I remember I was in the World Showcase right before I went to Oktoberfest in Germany, and I hung out in Germany and said, like, give me tips. They're like, oh, you need to do this, and they were teaching me the language. That is so cool that you're able to do that. And then my 3 of 4 of my 4 prongs here would be the food. I mean, if you're putting the entire World Showcase against any other land, try to name a land that has better food in the World Showcase, because I have so many options I can pick from. It's unbelievable. Table service, quick service, food and beverage, unbelievable. And then my fourth prongs would be Illuminations at Night. One of the greatest shows ever created and made.
Losing a prong soon.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be really sad when it goes. But again, the message of that show might be one of the greatest messages ever given to an audience, which is, here we are all, no matter where you're from, whether you're Mexican, Canadian, German, American, Japanese, Chinese, here we are gathered around the fire. We're just people. Let's come together and make the world a better place. And that's just, it's the most beautiful message there is. Yeah. So, and there's beautiful viewing from no matter where you stand. So it just was so well done. Yeah. So yeah, World Showcase definitely holds a big piece of my heart.
Hard to argue with that. Yeah. It's a good land.
Way to go, Pete. Slam dunk.
Yes.
Oh, do I have that sound effect?
Boom shakalaka.
Yeah, thank you.
Cameron, what land did you choose?
Well, now that I have to top Pete, I chose a fairly new land. You might have heard of it, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. And I'm looking through the list of why I chose Galaxy's Edge, and most of them are like reasons why it's better than Disneyland's. I think the paint in Galaxy's Edge is a lot better than Disneyland's. It's like it has like darker paint tones throughout the land than Disneyland does. I don't want to keep comparing to Disneyland, but it has a darker tone, and it makes it more atmospheric and detailed, and it makes it feel like you're not on what is the planet, Tatooine?
Batu?
No, the one that everyone keeps.
Tatooine.
Oh,
yeah.
Tatooine.
It makes it feel like you're not quite there, and there's more
more authentic.
Yeah. I think it's a little bit tainted without Rise of the Resistance. I think once that opens, it'll be even better of a land. A lot of things to buy, not a lot to ride. Smuggler's Run has a lot of rewritability, but it's still only one thing. It's only one ride. So once Rise opens, I think it's going to bloom into even an even bigger, better land.
Rides when it opened.
Right. Yeah. So I think it's going to replicate that a lot.
Only has
another great land.
The details as well, the smaller details like the branding of the Coke and Arabesh, the animals that hang above you in the animal shop where like one of them like bites a wire and then all like the electricity like goes off and the animals start freaking out. Like smaller details like that you can just stop and enjoy what actually happens.
Yeah.
That a lot of people don't even realize happens. Make it all one of the better lands, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think it does have a lot of those small details for Star Wars fans, and has cool little touches like the sounds and all that. It has a lot of great things to buy. It's hard though without that ride open, and without the promised lived-in feel and interactivity. When I think I could rank that higher when they include those things to it, but it's not a finished land yet, so it's really hard.
And you get a lot of people who talk about not seeing characters that they recognize, not seeing Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, and they chose that because it didn't fit in with the story. But I think the counter to that is that people can do things that they want to do, like build a lightsaber. You can pilot the Millennium Falcon. I think it kind of cancels each other out in a way. We'll see if they end up adding some of those characters in the future.
Yeah.
But
I'll say too, even for non-fans, I'm trying to watch the movies as fast as possible. I'm only through 3, but I still really appreciate the land. And my girlfriend hasn't seen a single Star Wars movie, TV show, or anything, and she loves it. She just says she just feels like she's somewhere else. She feels like she's actually in this world. And I think that when they're able to do that, it's unbelievable. That's
Can I ask, because I haven't been there yet, and
What?
I haven't.
All right, so I guess tomorrow we're doing Cali River and then going to Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, after work.
Okay, fine.
But how does it compare to Harry Potter? Like Diagon Alley?
I think it's close. I think Harry Potter only has an edge because there's more attractions and there's more, I think, to do.
Like how? Like I feel like
It's
if you
it's
go
the same
to,
level of detail. If you want
are
to talk
you
about
immersed
details,
in that world? Like you
yeah,
feel like you're really
again,
there?
I'm not. So again, you're asking the wrong person. You're probably better versed in this because I've never seen a Harry Potter movie and I've only seen 3 Star Wars films. But in terms of immersion, where I feel where I am, yeah. I just feel like, but the details are there. Like when I look around and I feel like completely immersed, then that's special for me.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Mine is Pandora.
Nice, good pick.
Yeah, I
knew
mean,
somebody was going to pick that.
Well, it's a
Ben would have had an aneurysm.
Absolutely beautiful land. It is it's weird because I'm a big Star Wars fan. I was never an Avatar fan. Don't care about the
still
movies.
don't like the movie.
Yeah, Avatar. As of right this moment, it's a land that I'd rather grab a drink and just kind of stroll around in and enjoy the sights and the sounds and the feels and. I mean, they did floating mountains, and they look spectacular. Every little detail of that planet is absolutely amazing.
I love how everything glows.
Yeah, I love how the sounds change, or the sights actually can change, and yeah, the glowing effect and all that. I mean, it's just a gorgeous land to walk around, and I think it does have 2 remarkable rides. Yeah, I wish there was more going on with Navi River Journey, more animatronics, sure, a longer ride, but I mean, what's there is very impactful, and it's a very, very beautiful, ride through. I mean, it's gorgeously made. And then obviously Flight of the Banshee is one of the best rides on
Oh my
property.
gosh, the best ride I've ever
It really
been
is.
on in
It's
my
just
life.
it changes.
You've actually done it?
I went on that one a couple times.
Yeah,
yeah, it's amazing.
Good food, amazing,
Really good food.
Fun souvenirs.
Yeah.
Good
I
entertainment.
think Satuli might be the best quick service on
Yes.
property.
I agree.
Agreed.
So good.
No, it's not. Nope.
Yeah, it is.
It's good. I've had most of their food at Docking Bay 7. Satuli puts it to shame.
You think so?
I agree.
think it's.
Yeah.
I think Docking Bay
Satul's
7 comes
fantastic.
close.
I mean, you have. I granted if the chicken. We'll just compare the chicken in both lands. That chicken breast is cut in squares, and you can tell it's real chicken. It's not a chicken nugget, which is
Right,
nice.
right.
But I mean, that wood-fired grilled chicken at Satuli, which is roasting right in front of you, is so fresh, and so moist and so delicious. I would eat it all day long. It's so good.
So there you go.
Beef too.
Those
What,
are
Tyler?
yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna say the beef at Satuli as well.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
that is like perfectly like medium rare. Like
So
cut,
good.
like it's such a beautiful like they're really small slices, but it's like beautiful slices of meat in that. Like
Yep.
we made a point to go and eat there every time that we went. It's probably the best quick service.
And that's hard to
on
say about a
property.
quick
I
service,
agree.
one that you make it a point to go to. So yeah.
Next to some.
So I flew in from stage 89. I hadn't eaten all day, and I was like, I'm really hungry. And Jess was like, we're going to Santuli, and we went all the way from where were we, like Beach Club or Yacht Club, and we went all the way to Animal Kingdom to eat Santuli, and then all the way back to Animal Kingdom lunch. It's worth going to.
My parents will do that too. They're like, they don't normally go to the Animal Kingdom, but they will go just to eat there because it's worth it.
Yeah, Animal Kingdom has some of the best food.
And talking about transitions, I think the transition on both sides of Pandora is fantastic too. And I know it's not part of it, but I mean, I love Tiffin's and Nomad Lounge, which kind of blends into that area. Yeah.
Also, you have some entertainment too. I think it's really cool how they have the guy in the suit
mech dude,
walking
yeah.
around. The drum circle is fun and interactive that you get to play it, and they come out and do it every once in a while. For the limited amount of space they have some entertainment, which makes it fun and where you can hang out in that area.
All right, so guys, we got to
Don't
rank
forget how
these.
pretty it is at night too.
We have
Yeah,
to
it's beautiful.
We get to rank the lands now. Adventureland, Asia, Africa, Original Future World at Epcot, World Showcase, Galaxy's Edge, and Pandora. Can we agree on what number 7 is?
Sorry, Michelle.
Yeah.
I didn't know we could pick lands from the past.
Yeah.
So
She's time traveling. I picked a land from the future, but then Nick made me change it.
All right, so it looks like we got original Future World Epcot at number 7. Number 6. I'm throwing out Africa.
I was thinking the same thing.
Africa? I have Africa as like
no.
my top 3.
Everybody went on for like 5
No
minutes how much
way.
they loved Africa.
What-
It doesn't deserve
What
to
is
be
our
number
criteria for the list, though?
Like, come on.
Bless you.
Like,
It's
is
overall.
it theming? Is
No,
it
overall.
okay? It's the
just
overall
I mean, but,
experience
like,
of being
all right,
in the
so
land.
here,
That makes sense.
I'll do this. Africa wasn't even
Well,
mine.
then,
But what would
eventually
make
you
Africa
might have
better
to
than
pirate.
anything else on this list? Because I have Africa as my number 2. I mean, it has better. You're talking it has Gorilla Falls. It has Rafiki's Planet Watch. It has the Kilimanjaro Safari. It has Festival of the Lion King. It has live entertainment. It has food. It has beverage. It has its own bars. Its own ice cream. It has its own market. It literally is the perfect
Just
land.
in Animal Kingdom, I personally think Asia.
But it
ranks
doesn't.
above
Asia
Africa.
doesn't compare. Asia does not compare.
I think Africa trumps Asia.
I agree.
So what do we want to put at 6?
I would put Adventureland or Batu or Pandora.
I would agree with Adventureland.
Anybody
I
Adventure-
would say Adventureland.
I would say
I would
Adventureland.
argue- Jungle
I would
Cruise
argue
and
Star
Pirate.
Wars. I would argue Galaxy's Edge only because it's not a complete land yet.
I would say
I agree.
at this current time. I would say Galaxy's Edge as well because it's not complete yet. If we're
Adventureland,
talking
that's
today's
more right.
time, since we already eliminated a land from the past,
was in the
we
past.
should eliminate a land that might in the
My
future
glory
be good.
days
We
when
have
it was
3
time.
Galaxy's Edge votes. Anybody else to Galaxy's Edge?
No.
Galaxy.
Yo.
4? Okay. Galaxy's Edge is 6.
I want to fight for Adventureland real quick because I feel like it's time. It's coming soon. It
Well,
has.
yeah, I have it right now at
Yep.
5.
Yep.
Yeah, Adventureland is a plethora of attractions. That's a
Ooh.
5.
Jungle Cruise.
It
and
has so
Pirate.
many attractions. You got Dole Whip. I know. I only
That's not an
just
attraction,
tried it
that's
for
a
the
food.
First time.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but it's a part of the overall
Okay, so
experience.
then it would have to be Asia next.
Well, no, let's just do a raise of hands.
No, first of all, a good point was made. You can get Dole Whips in Africa. So next point.
Okay.
Is anyone who's putting Adventureland at 5?
I am.
Me.
That's 3. Anybody on
Ashley's raising her hand.
the 4?
I think
okay.
Tyler is.
Ashley, what are you doing to me?
Tyler
that's
has
everybody.
Alicia. Yeah.
Adventureland
It's
is 5.
and that said, again, Alicia, great pick because I think of all the lands at the Magic Kingdom, that is my favorite. But it's just tough because these new lands are just so amazing.
Okay, we have Asia, Africa, World Showcase, and Pandora.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to go
World
Asia.
Pandora.
World Showcase.
Yeah.
World
Pandora.
Showcase.
Showcase? What? Are you out of
Really?
your
I think
mind?
you
You give me one criteria. It has a nighttime spectacular. It has every single country, every single grade food. It has multiple attractions. It has people. It has
Did
edutainment.
multiple people say World Showcase?
2 of us did.
Oh, 2. I would go towards, and I hate saying this because I think it's amazing, Pandora. It has the best ride in the world, yes. At Walt
Asia.
Disney World, but
Asia.
I think Asia has more to offer. Like if I had to spend more time in a land, I think Asia has a lot.
Anybody saying Asia?
Yes.
I'm saying Asia.
1, 2. I'm saying Asia.
I agree with Pete. I say Pandora.
I say Pandora, then Asia.
How many Pandoras? We have Pete and Tyler.
I'm gonna
No
say
one?
Pandora
Ashley.
too.
So it's
Uh-oh.
3 and
So it's
3.
tied.
3-3 split.
All right.
Mandy, what do you want?
Do we have 7 people?
Anybody saying Africa or World Show? Or
Well, there's 7 of us on the panel, and if we're in a 3-3 split, someone's got to break the
who
tie.
hasn't voted?
So let's just go between those two.
Oh, I
So
said
needs to
World
vote.
Showcase.
Yeah.
I said World Showcase. World
no,
Showcase.
we're not on a table. We're talking
you gotta
between
vote for
Asia
now.
and Pandora. You have to pick one as the worst
Now you
one of
gotta
those two.
pick.
do we agree? Asia,
Asia.
and Pandora. I think.
she
are
said
the
Asia.
next
3 and
two.
3.
So,
This is Asia.
so
Asia?
Yep. Asia 4.
Yeah, it was supposed to end 16 minutes
All right,
ago.
Asia 4, Pandora 3, since those were on the fence.
Yep. Pandora.
And then Africa and World Showcase, which is I am okay no matter where this falls, but obviously World Showcase.
I'm
is
putting
my pick.
World Showcase as number 1. That's my vote.
But
Same, obviously.
I feel like World Showcase is cheating. This hurts my soul.
It doesn't, because first of all, on the
How is
list
it
of things
cheating?
that he sent us where we could pick from, it was on the list. That's why I was like, I thought it was cheating too, but it was on the list because it's a land. If Future World is a land, the World Showcase is a land.
Yeah.
Anybody
I'm
else
going
putting
with
World Showcase at
Right,
1? We got Pete
Yeah,
and me.
sure.
Michelle?
I mean, I gotta vote.
I'm wearing the ears for it, sure.
All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, World Showcase.
Solid list though.
Africa's number 2. So we got Original Future World Epcot at 7. Number 6, Galaxy's Edge. Number 5, Adventureland. Number 4, Asia.
No. Oh yes, correct. Sorry.
Pandora.
Sorry.
Number 2, Africa. Number 1, World Showcase.
We did it.
That's our top 7.
Tell us how we're wrong.
All right, it is time to put this show to bed, but we won't be going to bed. If you're a Wigs member, stay tuned for the Wigs post show coming up shortly after this one ends. Is our end music playing?
Oh, you can't hear it.
That's fine. All right, remember, kids, I performed on all the planets and some rock and rolling rocket ships. Good night, everybody.
Woo!